San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Spurs are 2-0 this preseason. They beat the Heat in Miami last night, 112-107. Keldon Johnson led the way with 19 points. Wemby added 10 points, 4 boards, 5 assists, and a steal, along with 2 blocks in only 22 minutes. Up next for the Spurs, they return home to welcome in the Utah Jazz tomorrow night. In other news, speaking of the Heat, Miami head coach Eric Spoelstra has been tabbed to replace Steve Kerr to lead Team USA for the 2027 World Cup and Olympics.
Joe Reinagel.
And for the third time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Thursday here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix, and my goodness, it's Thursday already.
It is, and I saw Antonio on our YouTube page said Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. I guess I can get on board with that. Why not? I'm kind of thirsty every day of the week. Anyone that ends in Y could be Thursday Monday, Thursday Sunday, Thursday Friday.
No, doesn't have the same ring as a Thirsty Thursday.
All right,
it's like Taco Tuesday.
I'll give him that.
Taco Wednesday, Taco Thursday. You could probably do.
Nah, because
but
it's
Tuesday.
not a Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. It's got to have
Thursday.
It's got to have the same t.
What? What?
What?
What?
Taco Tuesday. T. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what it's got to have.
You're a dumb butt.
Are you okay, sir?
I'm good, man.
Are you sure?
In a good mood.
Yeah.
Coming in here, we're running in the studio. Busy, lots of stuff going on.
Lots of show prep today.
Lots of stuff.
Lots of in-depth show prep.
Is that unusual?
No.
Don't tell our secrets, Minix.
Well, I mean, we do spend a lot of time prepping every day.
Yes, we do.
But with talking politics, because that's not our wheelhouse.
That is not. No.
There is a lot more show prep that goes into it. And see, I think the Spurs are political ad paid for by Win Together.
Win Together.
They understand that not everybody's a political junkie.
Yeah.
And so in my mailbox, I received this yesterday. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to show this. Maybe you got it. Maybe you didn't. Reinagel is yet to get any mail.
I don't know why. Why do they hate me?
I'm now at 2 pieces of mail, but I love this one.
Because Pledge hadn't gotten any either.
Oh, Pledge doesn't even know where his mailbox is. This one is so simple to read, so simple to understand.
Because it's cartoons.
Well,
that's it. It's cartoons.
I mean, literally, this feels like they went to like a 7th grade political class and they drew it on the board. Are you an owner of the NBA San Antonio Spurs?
I am not.
Actually, let me say, will you end up paying for the Spurs arena? Take this simple test and find out. Question 1, are you an owner of the NBA San Antonio Spurs? And they circle it, and there's 2 arrows. Yes. Cough up $500 million for construction. No. You pay nothing. Wait. Are you staying in a San Antonio hotel? Yes. We love tourists. Welcome to San Antonio. Thanks for paying a hotel tax. No. Howdy, neighbor. You pay 0. Nada. That's the bottom line. And I just love how they just simply drew it out to where everybody can understand. This is not a tax on homeowners taxes or a sales tax. It's a tourism tax, which is what they've been telling us. Yet I got another text today from the group saying, oh, you're going to end up paying for all these billionaires to have a new playground. And it's just simply not true.
I think it's hilarious. Shout out to our good friends at KSAT.
Yeah.
They had a piece last night that explains this extremely well. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube, or I'm sure you can find it on their website probably too. But it is really an in-depth piece. They've got a lot of folks on there talking about this and talking about what this, how it's going to work, and why it's going to work the way it's going to work, and why you can't use these tax dollars for streets and stuff like that. It's a very in-depth piece, and shout out to them. I applaud them. It was a great piece and probably one of the best that I've seen. Now, no offense to Channel 5 or Channel 4, but I haven't seen any pieces like this one. This one was very good. Very well done.
Very well done. And you're right. And I was complaining a while ago that I hadn't received any mailers. Now I've gotten 2. Maybe yours are on the way.
Well, I hope so.
But I am seeing more signs. Seeing a lot of yard signs. But again, there seems to be a lot of confusion. Antonio on our YouTube page says, I live in District 10. Our councilman is against Project Marvel. Maybe that's the reason I haven't received anything. If I'm correct, isn't Mark White District 10?
I thought he was too, Mark White. Yeah, he's for it.
He's very much for it.
So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's District 10.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
I know. Art Garcia on YouTube said Myra Arthur and KSAT 12 Slade.
Slade.
Yes.
Well, and we appreciate Art because he's the one that sent us the tweet. I didn't see it on their program, but watching it after Art sent that. Thank you, Art. We appreciate you sending that over. It was very, very nice of you.
Now, there was one part of that KSAT piece. And again, I don't want to operate from a place of fear. But Myra Arthur did ask Bobby Perez, who represents the Spurs, what if the propositions fail?
What happens if Prop B doesn't pass?
We think once the voter learns that it's funded by visitors, there's no impact to them as taxpayers, and it leverages, almost another, $2 billion by our companies. They see it as a good deal, and they're going to pass it.
If the Spurs don't get a new arena downtown, do they leave San Antonio?
I'm going to, stick by my answer.
What answer? You never gave one.
There's no answer there other than it's like, well,
it's a place of reality, not fear.
I can't say. I mean, look, and to Bobby's defense, he probably can. I mean, it wouldn't be, well, we're not going anywhere, or yeah, we might leave. I mean, he can't say either way. That's not his call.
It's not. And again, maybe it fails and they end up staying. They come up with another plan and it's all good. Or maybe it doesn't pass. And, as former Mayor Henry Cisneros told us a week ago, the next morning, the day after the vote, other cities are going to be contacting. So he's not going to put in on the record anything, a definite yes or a no. But one thing that the Spurs have committed to, and Eric Walsh is in this KSAT piece, the city manager, talking about the contractual obligations. And the Spurs are on the hook for 100% of cost overruns. And the amount of money that they are committing to the arena and the overall developmental project is ridiculous. It's a crazy amount of money, over $2 billion in total from the Spurs that they're obligated to pay by contract. Those they're putting out there. They don't want to put out there a yes or no on their future in San Antonio if this doesn't work because, somebody I know likes to say we just don't know.
We just don't know.
But we have a pretty good idea what will happen.
Well, we do. Look, we just need to make this happen because why do you want to take the chance? That's the problem. I mean, maybe they leave, maybe they won't. And I've heard people, they're not going anywhere. Come on, they're not. Man, I hope you're right. And that's the only answer I can give folks that say that. It's like, well, hey, I hope you're right. Do we want to take that chance?
I want a deal.
The other part of it, too, is, maybe there is a plan B. And if I'm the Spurs, I don't blame you saying, well, if this doesn't work, we're going. But the commitment that they are making in getting this project passed, the amount of money that they're apparently going to spend and are spending on advertisements, like the one I got in the mail yesterday, and a bunch of people have and I don't know their research and why, who's getting what. You live one exit from me and haven't gotten anything, right? I don't know what their strategic plan is.
It's a targeted area.
But there's a strategic plan.
I guess so.
Right? But they wouldn't be spending this amount of money in marketing if they didn't think this was the best plan moving forward, even if they do have a plan B option. I don't know that they're putting all their eggs in this basket, and I had somebody ask me the other day, actually at HEB, it's a $2 billion project. Why are they worried about $300 million from the county? It's that whole zone and everything that goes with it. I mean, this county part, because that also helps and the majority of the money from this hotel occupancy tax actually is going to the rodeo and the rodeo grounds for what they need to do with it. The Spurs part of Prop A and B from the county side is up to $311 million, or 25% of the arena, whichever is less. So the rest of it is actually going to the rodeo and for their expansion and the revenue that they generate.
Well, look, and what I learned, and I did, now it just slipped my mind what I learned a couple of things. If these projects don't get done, the property tax that the city's going to receive from these projects won't happen.
Yeah.
So the city's going to make money out of this.
Yes.
That's why KSAT did such a great job on all of this thing. And now I got to go back and watch it again to remember what I forgot just now that I was going to say. However, that was one point I wanted to make.
Yeah.
Was the property tax.
Good job. Maybe you should write it down next time.
I should.
The other things that you're going to remember.
The memory is not what it used to be.
And it was never strong to begin with.
It sure was not.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was not. But there you go. If you get a chance, watch that piece. You can do it at 6 o'clock. That'd be great. Or maybe whenever Pledge is
and
off.
when you get home from work.
Yeah.
You know.
Whenever he's off. But you can watch that, and it really is informative and enlightening. And, again, props to Myra Arthur and KSAT.
Yeah, watch it around 7 o'clock tonight, right before kickoff.
Right, that's perfect.
Yeah.
It's about a 2-minute piece.
Yeah.
So it's ideal. It doesn't take long.
Yeah, don't do it between 2 and 6.
No, you don't want to do that. You
No.
don't want to do that.
No.
All right. Spurs won last night. And I wrote on a rundown as I was putting that on for what it's worth. Now, I know there's some Spurs fans that are excited about that. And look, I'm of the opinion that if you're going to play a game, you might as well win it, whether it counts or not. But it is a preseason game. And
you got to be snarky over a preseason.
I'm not snarky. I'm not
really
being snarky.
What do you do? What do you call it?
Are we gonna put flags on our cars and drive down?
You say for what it's worth.
For what it's worth.
For what it's worth.
It doesn't count. Because when the regular season begins, I don't know if you remember this, they start at 0-0 again.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember that? Did you forget that?
I don't have a right angle brain,
Well,
but I understand how things work.
Just saying.
I mean, for what it's worth, they played a game and they won.
They did.
I mean, we like winners and losers. You know, we don't like our ties, but they're
exactly.
They played a game and they won last night.
Yes, they did.
For what it's worth.
And you know what? What's in that aside, the NBA GM survey has come out. And I'm going to tell you what's encouraging, a lot of Spurs names in that survey.
Well, there's a lot of there's a lot of Spurs references to one name in the survey.
But there are some other guys mentioned.
A couple, not a lot.
A Castle. I saw a Cornette. I saw a few others.
A Fox.
A Fox.
Maybe a Bryant.
Saw a Fox.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all kinds of stuff
Sweeney?
in there. No, a what?
You didn't see that one?
A weenie?
Sweeney.
Oh, Sweeney.
Sean.
I love wieners. What?
Ah.
We're talking Spurs.
Good Lord.
And a GM survey, which is pretty cool, actually, when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon. The Cowboys are in Charlotte, taking on the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Pregame starts at 11. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
And attention, Dallas Cowboy fans, Twin Peaks is giving away epic Cowboys jerseys all season long just for catching a game at one of the 4 San Antonio area locations. Get to Twin Peaks for every Cowboys game for your chance to win. Ask your Twin Peaks girl for more details.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
The Barbacoa and Big Red Festival is back for 2025 and bigger than ever. This Saturday and Sunday at the Freeman Coliseum grounds and Expo Hall. 2 days of food, music, shopping, kids' activities, and more. Plus, an incredible live music lineup featuring Finding Friday, Passing Strangers, Lover, a great Taylor Swift tribute, David Lee Garza, the Delta Boys, and many more. Presented by Thomas J. Henry. This weekend, see a full lineup and get your tickets at bbrfest.com. That's bbrfest.com.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your Nature-Made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-291-3143. 800-291-3143. Again, that's 800-291-3143.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. When you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you might not get a lot of wins, but the players, they're still playing. Which ones are overhyped, which ones aren't, you know that. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash. It is so good to be right. You know, last week following the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, the season isn't great, but Dak's throwing for numbers. I keep following. I love what's going on with Dak, and I would keep following the more than as we keep going through the season. PrizePicks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You love CD Lamb, you love Saquon Barkley, you can play him 3 different ways. And whether it's a friend or a celebrity partner or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create. It's a new feed there on PrizePicks. Listen, it feels great to be right, and being right on PrizePicks means money. Download the PrizePicks app today and use the code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. This is code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Hi, everybody. It's Joe Reinigle. You know, summer is behind us, so now is the time to get your roof inspected and be ready for whatever winter has in store for us. Call Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. They're a local, family-owned company. You know, the folks at Stevens Roofing deal with the same weather we do. Your roof protects your home. It protects your family. For comfort, confidence, and peace of mind, get your roof buttoned up for winter. Call Stevens Roofing and Solar, 210-785-0994, or go to stevensroofing.net.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Friday on the Morning Huddle. We got a lot of football to look forward to, and we even had a little preview last night.
We're going to talk some real football with a real football head coach. Shotty's going to join us. You got to get here, too. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dude, you expect me to work after I just read that right before we come back on the air? I'm like, it's hard to sit down at the moment.
No, this is...
Holy cow, what the hell is the matter with people?
I don't know if we can wait until the headline Blitz for the nutsack attack.
Oh, my gosh.
TMZ just posted a story about a minute ago about a woman in Ohio.
Holy
Talk about a ballsy break-in. In Toledo, this woman broke into her boyfriend's house. We don't know why. He was asleep.
Well, I know why.
I mean, what she did to this poor guy, they're calling her a scrotum slasher because while he was laying there, it's not funny.
Taco Tuesday.
She sliced him. They're looking for her.
Oh my gosh.
Cops say her name, Janita Hopings, cut her boyfriend so badly that one of his nuts was fully exposed. He had to go to the hospital. You think?
Yeah, no kidding.
She's going to be charged with felonious assault, where the victim was seriously harmed, and aggravated burglary. They do have a picture of her, but that's a previous mugshot, according to TMZ. They're using it, but cops are still looking for her, as TMZ
they haven't
said.
Caught this girl?
No, the TMZ says the balls are now in the cops' court to go find her.
Dude, that's going to be worth the death penalty, does it not?
The testicle terror.
Oh, my gosh.
News at 11. So the scrotum slasher.
I read this article, I mean, like, literally 5 seconds before we come to the air.
Like the Morning Boys next day promos on them. Like, Joe, just read this article real quick.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
They know I love to get that ball.
Slice and dice.
Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
Women are vicious. Mm-hmm. A woman scorned is vicious. Oh, my gosh.
I mean... I was about to say, is this worse than Lorena? But I don't know what would be worse.
Wow, I don't know. No, I don't think it's worse, but it is on the same level as that. Because I don't know if you remember, I'm sure most people do, especially guys, because every time you hear the word Lorena Bobbitt, you can think, oh. Yeah, she cut the dude's
Bobbitt,
redwood off.
Yeah.
So, and this girl is just trying to rob some nuts.
Squirrel.
Oh, my gosh. Well, thanks, Minix, for finding that story. That's awesome.
TMZ.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Wow. We don't have a poll today.
Did she take it?
Fortunately, no.
The testicle terrorist?
Now, I wonder why she went after the sack instead of the redwood, honestly, because...
Okay, Taylor.
Well, I'm just wondering. He had to have cheated on her or something, right?
You would think.
I'm just trying to
why?
I'm trying to understand this.
Why?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, do guys have to start wearing cups when they go to bed if they piss their wife off or girlfriend? I mean, seriously, it's like I want one of those locks.
You sound concerned.
Well, I gotta admit, I'm a little. I don't think my wife's mad at me, but I'm just like.
Got a track record?
No, wait.
I do, as a matter of fact.
Hold on. Is your wife mad at you? The question isn't if. It's Is this new or are you still? I mean, that's always the question.
That just is painful. It's kind of like when somebody kicks you in the nuts. It's like, or you hear of somebody doing that. Every guy just kind of goes,
yeah, you feel the pain.
Right. So this is the same way, and it might take me a minute to get over this. I'm just saying. Holy cow. This poor dude was awakened with a lunatic with a knife at his sack. We were calling Micah Parsons sackless the other day. This brings a whole new level to that. Oh, my gosh. Wow.
This man is in his feelings. I wonder why.
I am. I can barely sit.
The nutsack attack.
Oh, my gosh. Well,
nope.
They better find this woman. I mean, maybe she's a serial sacker. They better find her quick.
Sack slicer?
How do you do that?
How do you do what?
My gosh. Okay, I'm gonna get
focus, sir.
I'm focusing.
Focus.
Yes, have we told you the Spurs are 2-0?
Who?
The San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, but they're 1-0 against NBA teams.
Well, okay, and it is preseason, by the way, and we all know that preseason doesn't mean anything. I mean, I don't have to educate you on that. But however they are. The better news is that there's always an annual NBA GM survey that's put out.
Yep.
49 questions ahead of the season. And the Spurs did fairly well in this thing. They really did. There's all kinds of questions from, who they think is going to win the NBA championship to whatever the case may be, best overall defender and stuff like that. Wemby was all over this survey. I mean, he was all over this thing. And so they're expecting big things from him, GMs around the league. The one that I love the most is if you had to pick one player to start a franchise, who would it be? Wemby overall, by far, 83%.
When you look at all of it, I agree with you on some of what you just said and not the other. Wemby had a hell of a report card. The Spurs, not so much. Individually, Wemby is all over this thing. But as far as how good this basketball team will be, that's another story.
Well, 9th in the West is what they're predicting.
9th in the West.
Which would get them into the play-in tournament.
It would.
It not?
I mean,
which
yeah.
I would be very happy with.
I agree. I want postseason basketball. But they, as a team, are ranked 9th. Wemby, 4th in MVP. The Joker predicted to win. Luka 2nd, SGA 3rd. Starting a franchise today, Wemby a runaway winner at 83%.
Yeah.
I am a little surprised, though, at one of the questions. Which player forces opposing coaches to make the most adjustments? Wemby's not even on that list.
No.
Which surprises me.
Well, the Joker is number 1. Am I right about that?
Joker's 1, the Freak, then Steph, Luka, and SGA. I would think that Wemby would be on there. Breakout season, Wemby. I mean, I think we're all waiting for that. Wemby's tied for 2nd. Amon Thompson in Houston is number 1.
Well, didn't Amon Thompson win most athletic as well?
Yes.
So they think a lot of this guy, and he's a hell of an up-and-coming player. There's no doubt about it. Look, it's just the West is so damn tough.
Well, it is.
I mean, it really is.
Who's the best center in the NBA?
Well, the Joker.
All right. Who's number 2?
Wemby.
Do you really consider Wemby a center?
Yes,
no.
I do. Well, what do you consider him?
Well, I mean, he's a center, but he doesn't. It doesn't feel like he and the Joker play the same position when you're watching them play. And by the way, did you see Wemby's now 7'5"? Officially?
Well, when you go to Monkville, that's the first thing they do is stretch you. That's what happens. It's part of the initiation.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think he always was that.
Yes.
I always questioned the 7'3" thing anyway, right? So, and I'm not sure what you mean. I think Joker is similar. So, how is he not? He shoots a 3 just like Wemby.
He does, but
he brings the ball up the court just like Wemby. I mean, that's kind of the modern-day NBA center these days.
But he's just so much more physical, and
he's big.
He does play a lot more seemingly in the paint than Wemby.
I wouldn't mind if Wemby did play a little more in the paint. It'd be okay with me.
I mean, a little bit more time in the gym. But, like,
he's bulked up.
But it's almost like with what we were seeing last night in the preseason game, like I could see Luke playing a lot more 5 and Wemby playing a little bit more 4. Or in this positionless basketball, it will end up that way, whatever you want to call it.
Well, see, I'm not, and maybe that evolves into that. I always look at Luke as to spell Wemby a little bit. Now I can see them on the floor at the same time, depending on who they're playing. But
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see. Mitch Johnson has a lot of options here, I think. And when he gets De'Aaron Fox back, whenever that may be, hopefully very soon, and have all of those guys, at least the starters among them, playing together, I think he can look and see what he did. I want to say that and I can't wait to watch this kid play, and I hope he is successful. I was a little skeptical when they drafted Carter Bryant, but one of the questions was who the steal of the draft. Now, it's not Carter Bryant. He's number 2. The steal of the draft is Ace Bailey.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but I think I hope I was dead wrong about this kid, and I hope he comes in and is everything everybody thinks he's going to be.
You know, you look at it, and again, while I mean, and again, what he might be able to do defensively and everything that we've seen, but like Vic, as I talk about the way he plays, was voted the best interior defender in the NBA. Best perimeter defender is Dyson Daniels in Atlanta. Best defensive player is Vic, 80% of the votes. So make this question make sense. Who's the best international player in the NBA? Luka. The Joker, also receiving votes, Luka and SGA. Wemby doesn't get a single vote for international player, but he's the best defensive player?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah.
Which team will be most improved this year? Now, Orlando Magic are topping that list, but San Antonio is tied with Atlanta at 20%. So that's good news. Everybody's expecting more out of the Spurs this year than what they've gotten. And I think as Spurs fans, we are expecting more out of the Spurs than what we've done. I really think at the minimum, play-in is something we should all be shooting for and all be looking at and all be expecting out of this basketball team this year.
One of the questions that I thought was interesting, because the Spurs didn't get any votes. Which team's level of success is toughest to predict? Philadelphia is number 1, and then a whole bunch of teams are tied for 2. Dallas, Golden State, Houston, the Clippers, the Lakers, the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, and then also receiving votes, the Celtics and the Bucks. I think the Spurs feel like they're going to be one of the toughest to predict because we expect them to be better if healthy, but a lot of things do have to come together. I mean, I look at Dallas, I expect them to be good. You know, they got a number 1 pick. The Clippers, if they can keep guys healthy and playing the majority of the games, I expect them to be pretty good.
AARP will be interested to see what they do.
Well, that's
guys.
it.
My goodness.
I just thought level of success, how did the Spurs – I mean, we've been waiting for a couple of years now. We've been waiting since Wemby's rookie season for this team to be successful again. And obviously there's reasons or excuses for the lack of postseason success with this team. But this year, with the additions they've made, you know, off-season moves, and they get no credit in this survey for the off-season moves that they did. Now, granted, their biggest move to help this season was made last year at the trade deadline with De'Aaron Fox, but, you know, bringing in Luke, I think, is going to be huge. The way they drafted this year, what kind of season to get out of Steph Castle, who got a vote for a breakout candidate. It's going to be interesting. And again, most improved, you're tied for second in that vote, but hard to predict. Seems difficult.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just, from my own opinion here, I think the Spurs aren't hard to predict. I'm expecting somewhere north of 40 wins. Somewhere in that vicinity, 40 to, I mean, I know it's broad, but 40 to 50, and maybe you want to go a little higher than that, 45 to 50. But
well, where's their over-under right now, 44.5?
44.5 according to ESPN Bet.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going by that, it'd be very difficult to decide. But look, For me, it's more about making the playoffs, and they're going to have to win some games just to get into the play-in, and that's really all I'm expecting at this point in time. If they go higher and they make the top 6, that's fantastic. But as I sit here today, I predict the Spurs will make the play-in, and I'd be pretty damn happy with that.
Well, can they make the play-in in the tough West with under 45 wins?
I'd have to go back and see what was there.
So 44.5 is the number. This should be our poll question on the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. 44.5. Are you taking a higher than that or lower as we sit here today on the 9th of October? Do you think they'll win more than 45 games or less than? Is that the question, Pledge?
That's a good question. Yeah. I like that question.
I mean, because Gilbert's like 44 to 46 wins is where I have them. All right. Are you taking higher or lower on that? 44.5 is the number.
Here's a poll that we're going to take one day.
Uh-oh.
On our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, if you're a regular there, and if you're not, you should be. You ought to check that thing out. Will Christopher Summers ever be positive about anything? Yes or no?
Well, the answer is no.
I'm just curious because he said, stop it. The draft was straight up trash.
He's a lovely man.
He is. He's a great guy. And we appreciate you, Christopher, however you decide you want to do that. But good poll, Minix. And
thank you.
Be interested to see what. I
feel like Taylor Swift's writing a song. Did you see Jason Kelsey talking about that?
I did.
Did you see Jason Kelsey's wife talking about that
No,
on her
I did
podcast?
not.
He's
No.
like, there's more than I need to know about my brother-in-law, but it's a good song.
Well, apparently, I'd want her to respond to what Jason said. He was more of a Mr. Miyagi tree or whatever that was. So I wonder if she agrees with that. I'm not sure. So we know what brother was more endowed than the other. Apparently, at least if you survey Taylor Swift and one Mrs. Jason Kelsey. When we return, Dallas Cowboys getting ready, and we're watching and waiting for the injury report because that's going to be huge as to the success. Is this a trap game for them? Is this a trap game in Carolina? I'm a little bit concerned about this game. We'll talk about it when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
We have football tonight, Giants and Eagles. Want to have some fun watching the game tonight? Make sure you download the Underdog app, the best place to get in on all the action, make your picks, and win money right here in Texas. And playing the Pick'em game at Underdog's easy, and it's fun. All you have to do is look at their predicted stats and choose higher or lower on those players. Get all your picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. It's Eagles and Giants. They've got Saquon higher than half a rushing or receiving touchdown. You think Saquon's going to score against his former team? I do. I'm going higher on that one. They got Jackson Dart at 37.5 rushing yards. He's been running all over. I think I'm going to go higher there as well. Build your pick-em entry. When you feel good about it, submit it. Watch the game, win money. It's that easy. So download the Underdog app today. Sign up with promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to sasportstar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at sasportstar.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail.
Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Multiple tours overseas, long nights monitoring cyber activity, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training. We call that credit where credit is due. Whether you're active duty and looking at what's next, or a veteran looking for something new, our degrees and certificate programs teach the application of emerging technologies and enduring life skills. So get started on a degree or certificate with personalized local support services and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. At UMGC, turn your military rank into college credit. Eligible enlisted service members and previously enlisted veterans may receive up to 12 credits for select undergraduate courses based on their rank, and up to 90 credits in total for prior learning, military experience, and training. Visit umgc.edu/SATX to learn more.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Progressive presents a testimonial of sorts.
Hey, slow down! Oh yeah? Well, you drive like my grandma. She's a very attentive and courteous driver who wears a seatbelt and always uses her turn signals. She's also a talented painter and has very low cholesterol. Not that that has anything to do with her drive. We just thought a more complete picture of who she is might be interesting. Anyway, have a nice day.
Safe driver? Get Snapshot from Progressive and get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6. The Aggies take on the Florida Gators. Presented by Just Pots. Free game at 5 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
We do have a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, as we always do. We try not to disappoint, although some David Macias on our YouTube page says we ought to have a poll about whether we want to do polls.
It'd be 100-0.
I think it might be. And then you got people
actually,
like
99-1. Chris Summers would say no.
Well, he would, yeah. Then you got Fred Records saying that, they're trying to take me out of the Pro Football Pick'em Challenge because I do sit atop the said Pro Football Pick'em Challenge.
The good news is you can't win, but you guys can. Go to sasportstar.com. Get your picks in for this week's Pro Football Pick'em Challenge. Weekly winners get a gift card to Mellow Mushroom at the end of the year because Ryan Engel can't win. $1,000 worth of tickets from our friends at Awesome Tickets.
I know that's a nice consolation prize for whoever wins that, and it's a hell of a prize, by the way, but would it just kind of piss you off if you won all that and you're still looking up at me?
Dude, it's early.
I'm just saying.
Do you really?
I'm just saying.
You're riding a wave right now. You should act like a winner right now.
I am acting like a winner.
Just keep your head down, focus on the next one, trying to go 1-0 every week.
Okay, Coach. Thanks.
I mean, think about it, right? Dudes in Green Bay were talking about undefeated. They haven't won since then. They've had a loss and a tie and a bye.
Dude, and they're a 14-point favorite this week.
Well, they have another bye.
Well, I'm just saying, but in the NFL, 14 points is enormous.
Who are they playing?
Cincinnati.
Like I said.
I'm just saying.
I mean, they're going to face Joe Flacco.
Okay. Is that's an upgrade from Jake Browning, who is an interception machine.
He is. And Joe Flacco is a statue. But at least if you've got Jamar Chase or T. Higgins on your fantasy team, there is a chance that a pass will be in their vicinity. I'm going to guess that this week Jamar Chase will have more receptions than tackles, which wasn't the case last week.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it is going to be interesting. Get your picks in for the Pro Football Pick'em Challenge at sasportstar.com. Comical when you mention the games and what's going on. I was just reading in the Cowboys notes. This is their third straight year of having to go to Carolina.
That's kind of weird, isn't it?
It's a weird quirk in the schedule. But they win every time they go. And they score 30 points every time they go.
Well, Carolina hasn't been very good lately.
Well, I'm just saying. But the Cowboys, I mean, you know, kind of a interesting note. The Cowboys have won 3 straight against Carolina, scoring at least 30 in all 3 games. Third straight trip there, they won in 23. They've won in 24. And you look at the way the Cowboys have been scoring this year, they're on their way. George Pickens obviously is going to get a lot of opportunities with CeeDee Lamb still out. George Pickens has a touchdown in 4 straight games, longest touchdown streak of his career. If he gets a touchdown catch on a Sunday, he'll become the 7th player in franchise history with a receiving touchdown in at least 5 straight games. Pickens would also set a single-season career high in receiving touchdowns. His career high he's already matched in a couple of weeks with the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, and look, that Panthers defense is not all that great. Their run defense is not bad. It's average, but their secondary hasn't been so good. So Pickens and company might have a lot of success Sunday afternoon. But again, on the other side of that coin, that Dallas run defense is going to get tested because Rico wants to show the Cowboys what they're missing.
Well, look, he went for 200 last week.
You think he's tired?
I mean, he got a season's worth of yards in one game. I say that. He did go over 1,000 last year with the Cowboys. But against the Cowboys are ranked 32nd in yards per game. He's going to get his. They're 23rd in net rushing defense, 32nd in net passing defense. I mean, there is a chance Bryce could look like an MVP, like Caleb did.
There's that chance, yes.
You know, secondary is getting better. Carolina's defense, they're 20th in points per game, allowing 23.8 and 311 yards per game. But you look at what the Cowboys' offense is doing, 4th in points, 1st in total yards per game, 3rd in passing yards per game. I mean, you hate to think you could get in a shootout with these guys, but it's the Cowboys. You're going to end up in a shootout with these guys.
Yeah, most likely. They will. The Cowboys played, look, the Jets are the Jets, and I think Carolina's a little bit better team than the Jets are. But, yeah, if the Cowboys get off to another strong start like they did against the Jets, I think they're going to be okay. And this is a game they need to win because the schedule turns after this game and the competition gets a little more stiff.
You know, and you say that. I mean, in a lot of ways, it does feel like a trap game. And it's laughable to actually say that sentence when you're talking about a team that is 2-2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Because if anything, the Chicago game proved there's no easy win when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. And if you didn't believe it in the Chicago game, let's look at the New York Giants game where Russell Wilson looked like a Hall of Famer, and that went down to the final play in overtime. Cowboys could actually have 2 ties right now. Think about that.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that.
Or 2 other losses.
Uh-huh.
I mean, a 64-yard field goal from Brandon Aubrey to get there. So I don't think this group of players, they know what's going on in those meeting rooms and shoddy being shoddy, but they're not looking at last year's film, a 30-14 win, or the 23 film, a 33-10 win, both blowouts, saying, yeah, this is an easy trip to Carolina, especially knowing that they're going to get a little bit of a revenge game from Rico. Rico's going to run the ball well. He is.
Well, absolutely he is. He's going to want to show. I hope he doesn't come out and play the way Stephon Diggs did against the Buffalo Bills on Monday night last week or Sunday night, whatever day that was. And he came out like a man possessed because he wanted to show the Buffalo Bills fans what they're missing. And that can fire guys up. And I think just listening to Rico this week, I think he's ready for a game like that.
Buckle up is what he said.
That's what he said.
And I think that's fair, but it's also Rico. And he can only do so much. But again, if you're a Cowboy fan, what's the line on this one?
Cowboys are 3.5 as I'm looking at this right now. I don't know what the official is, but 3.5.
I mean, I don't know. Pay attention to the end of the first half and probably the end of the game. The Cowboys have scored multiple times under 2 minutes to go in the first half in each of its last 2 games. They've scored 47 points in the last 2 minutes of both halves this season. That is the most in the NFL.
Well, and against the Jets, didn't they score a couple of touchdowns within 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, watch out.
And the Packers.
Watch out for that. Well, true. I think it was Javonte Williams' long run there toward the end, which got him their second one. So, going to be interesting to see. I just don't think this is not one you can look past.
No.
If you're a Cowboy fan, and I'm sure the Cowboys won't, but this is not for whatever reason, and it's crazy because in the NFL it doesn't matter as much, I don't think, home field advantage necessarily, but for Carolina it does. And they just seem to be a different ball club at home than they do on the road. I mean, they're getting clobbered on the road where they're keeping everything fairly tight at home and rallying for wins like they did last week against Miami.
Again, and I would like to say the Cowboys are better than Miami.
They are. I think that's an accurate statement.
But when you look at, Carolina is 2-0 at home and 0-3 on the road. Their home wins, they crushed Atlanta 30-0.
Uh-huh.
And then they rallied from 17-0 to beat Miami 27-24. But on the road at New England, they lose 42-13. They lose at Arizona 27-22. They lost to Jacksonville in the opener 26-10. But you're right. I mean, in their 2 home games, now granted, kind of most of the first half of the Miami game, they looked like, well, Carolina was playing on the road.
They did.
And then Miami remembered who they were, and, Carolina did what they did. I don't know if it's a big enough sample size, though, to say, man, they're a completely different team at home. The Atlanta game, 30-0. I know the Falcons were just chalking it up to a bad day, and it was a great day for Carolina. It can happen. It's the NFL. That's why I'm a little nervous about tonight's game.
Yeah.
From a betting standpoint, I mean, you look at tonight's game, Eagles and Giants. Eagles are a 7-point favorite, according to Circa.
That game is in New York, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which makes a difference.
Saquon going home.
Well,
and Saquon needs to have a Saquon game. And they had a meeting this week with the offensive players, and they had, and it just part of me feels like the Eagles are going to win a blowout, but the Eagles haven't shown that they're that team yet this year.
I just think the Eagles haven't played their game yet. They don't, and it's weird to say this, but they're the Super Bowl champs, but they just don't seem to have any kind of identity. I mean, they don't. What are they? Are they a running team or are they not? Or are they?
Well, they're not a passing team. Ask A.J. Brown.
Well, certainly not a deep passing team, that's for sure. And A.J. Brown, although he's had a lot of, they're trying to get him the football.
Well, I mean, Brian Daboll was like, I'm watching the film. A.J. seems open a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I don't know. And then there's Jalen Hurts, and what kind of quarterback is he really? He's not a drop back kind of guy necessarily. He's a guy that moves around. So I don't know, but I think their identity is what they had last year, and that was to give the ball to Saquon Barkley and let him do his thing. And I think they'll end up getting back to that, and I think that starts tonight. Will that be enough to cover a 7-point spread? I don't know. I look at the Giants and I see just a clown show. I mean, honestly, I think Jackson Dart is I think I'm glad they started him, but he didn't have a very good game last week against New Orleans.
Cam Scatteraboo.
Yeah, and there's that. So you try to run him, and it's a weird game. And this is one that,
and all the injuries that the Giants have at receiver, I don't know who Jackson's going to throw to, which is why I went higher in his rushing yards tonight.
Well, and that's probably good. I don't know who I'm going to bet on. I'll bet on somebody, though. You can bet on that.
Can I bet on that?
I guarantee you can bet on that, brother.
Uh-huh.
No question about it. I tell you what, the Toronto Blue Jays beat the Yankees last night.
Yeah, they did.
And
glorious.
It is glorious.
Glorious.
It really is. And they were having a lot of fun with that last night.
They were. We all should be.
Vlad Guerrero especially was having a good time with that. We're talking about it when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Taking you home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6. KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Vin.com. We love to buy cars. People don't trust car buyers. People think the price is going to be wrong, and people think it's going to be a hassle. Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is what we do at GiveMeTheVin.com, and that's what makes us America's best car buyer. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now and get a quote on yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Football season is heating up on Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code ROAM and get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay. Well, dream no more. This Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point. We're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acres with ocean access for just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at just $99.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paved roads and underground utilities. It's all happening this Saturday, October 11th. Unbeatable values. 1+ acre with ocean access, just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
Smoky Mo's Texas Barbecue is the best neighborhood barbecue in San Antonio, with smoked in-house meats, home-style sides, and specials like pork belly burnt ends, and our famous fully loaded chopped baker. The Texas barbecue you love is at Smoky Mo's. Order a Smoky Mo's tailgate pack or create your own. Choose your meats like brisket, turkey, or sausage, and sides kicked up a notch like roasted green corn and bacon cheddar potatoes. Smoky Mo's, with 8 convenient locations. Orders for pickup or delivery at SmokyMo'sBarbecue.com.
Greatness is here. All 830 of our famous footwear stores now carry Jordan brand. So it's easy to score Jordan brand footwear and accessories, from hats to backpacks to socks, for the full family at a store near you. Famous Footwear's in-store fit experts will help you find the perfect style and the perfect fit, because every day is a chance to make it famous. Come in and shop Jordan Brand footwear and accessories at your local famous footwear store today.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app I tried didn't help.
If you want to memorize words in another language, there's an app for that. But if you want to really learn another language, there's Babbel. Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different. Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Babbel feels like it was created intentionally by people who really know what you need to learn another language. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Want to really learn another language? Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to save up to 50%. Babbel.com.
Progressive has great customer service, and it's easy to reach us because great and easy is the way to be. Like salads. Great for you, and so easy you can put any group of veggies in a bowl and it's a salad. A full carrot with a head of cabbage? Weird, but still a salad. 1 radish and a couple of green beans? Also a salad. 14 blueberries, half an onion, and a sunchoke? Odd, yes, but an odd salad. So contact Progressive's customer service by phone, app, or online. It's great and easy, just like salad. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Spurs made it 2-0 in this preseason. They beat the Heat in Miami last night, 112-107. Keldon Johnson played well, 19 points. Wemby with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks in 22 minutes. Spurs have the Utah Jazz in the Frost Bank Center tomorrow night. Eric Spoelstra, the Miami Heat head coach, has been tabbed to replace Steve Kerr. He's going to lead Team USA for the World Cup in 27 and 28, the Olympics.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a Thursday afternoon here in San Antonio. So happy you're joining us on this beautiful Thursday, small Friday, whatever you want to call it. We're happy about it.
Thursday.
All right, Thursday. It's a day that ends in Y, but we're closer to the weekend, and that's the good thing. Here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix, and we're just in a good mood today, Minix. You in a good mood today?
Absolutely, man. It's Thursday.
It's about time.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Good concert to go to tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Cowboy Mouth.
What is a Cowboy Mouth?
They're a band.
Okay. Do they play cowboy music?
No. 90s rock band.
Oh, well, that'd be cool.
Do you know, like, who would I put them in a category with? Do you know Bare Naked Ladies?
I have heard of them, yes.
Sister Hazel.
No, my sister's name wasn't Hazel. It's Amanda.
Sister Amanda.
Yes. Dude, I don't know. I'm just not into music the way you guys are.
Sure.
And, you know, I've got my playlist, but that's about it. That's about it.
It's great to go to sleep to.
Sister Hazel?
No, your playlist.
Well, yeah, some of it is.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I put on some good 70s rock.
Uh-huh.
You know, that kind of stuff will pump you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else will pump you up?
What?
Spurs fans.
Yeah.
They will. And we got a poll on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, which is a very simple question. It says Spurs over under win total. ESPN Bet has it at 44.5. Which side are you taking? And right now, 71% say over.
High expectations this year. You want to vote in these poll? Head over to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Vote in the poll. Like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. You can always comment there. Right now, let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
Bill Belichick says he's fully committed to North Carolina. And then the AD gave a vote of confidence.
You know what I find funny is because yesterday there were reports all over the place that Belichick's out and he's looking for another job and the buyout and yada, yada,
The assistants are leaving. The rats are leaving the ship.
And so Belichick's got to come out and say, look, I'm fully committed here. I'm not going anywhere. And the AD as well, which is usually a kiss of death.
Yeah.
Right? When those guys come out and say that. So we'll wait and see what happens. But at least for now, it doesn't look like Belichick's going anywhere. Although, Minix, I saw a story, or it was a comment and a bunch of comments about this particular thing. And the name that was coming up for that job, Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury. Now, would Kingsbury want to leave the pros and go back into the college game would be the question. And would North Carolina be that spot?
You know, it's a great question. I haven't talked to Cliff in a while. I got to believe he wants to be a head coach again.
I would think so.
But would it be at the NFL level? His lack of ties to North Carolina, I don't know. And then you think about all the crap that college coaches deal with now.
Yeah.
NFL, the dude just worries about football, and he doesn't have to fundraise. He doesn't have to recruit. He doesn't have to. He's just a football guy. Now, granted, there are perks being a head coach, but there's also a lot of cool stuff that he doesn't, or I say cool stuff, a lot of crap he doesn't have to deal with as the offensive coordinator. But some of the perks of being a head coach, like I know this, like when you're the head coach, you kind of have a nice suite for your family. Now he gets tickets and, dad has to sit outside.
Yes.
Yes. Girlfriend has to sit outside.
Yeah.
It's
horrible.
Terrible. RPPs.
Awful.
Man. I don't know. I don't know that I would wish that upon Cliff Kingsbury.
Well,
but I do think at North Carolina, they're trying to figure out, how do we get out of these buyouts? How much will it cost us to make this go away, and is that worth it?
Look, Belichick, and we knew this going in, it's a year thing, and that's it. And I think the plan was to put his kid in there as the head coach, but that's going to certainly be up to North Carolina, unless they had a deal already, before they signed Belichick to this contract. So we'll see what happens. But I'm with you. I think Cliff deserves a job. Will it be in the NFL? Will it be in college? I think there's going to be a lot of openings in the college football ranks that might be of interest to a Cliff Kingsbury.
And there's going to be openings in the NFL ranks.
Sure.
The question is, how picky is he going to be second time around? I mean, the Arizona job, he probably wasn't ready for. He was handpicked because of Kyler Murray. You're going to come in, we're going to draft this kid, and you're going to coach him up. And it didn't work. It hadn't worked in Arizona with Kyler Murray. That job might be open again, but it ain't going to be Cliff. Cleveland might be open soon. Who wants that?
Nobody.
Job, right?
Miami.
Now, granted, I look at the New York Giants, who he's going to see tonight. That job comes open. You look at a Jackson Dart and those wide receivers. You think about Lane Kiffin, his offense, and what Jackson does well and what Cliff does well. I could see Cliff ending up in New York.
I don't know. I see Cliff Kingsbury on South Beach as the Miami Dolphins head coach.
Yeah,
can you imagine? That girlfriend would be no longer.
Well, I don't
Cliff
even.
Kingsbury would be fighting them off, dude. Come on.
It'd be the same in New York City, all right?
South Beach, New York. I don't know.
Cliff doesn't struggle.
No, he does not.
But both cities offer the lifestyle that Cliff enjoys. So I could see either one. But honestly, right now, if I'm Cliff Kingsbury and I'm choosing a job based on the current quarterback situation, New York seems a lot more attractive than does Tua.
It does, absolutely, because Tua is, I don't know if he's long for Miami, although they're stuck with a contract with him. So depending on where they end up, though, they could be in line to draft high and get another quarterback that Cliff might be interested in. It's going to be interesting to see. I think he'll have his choices. He had his choices last year and decided he wanted to stay with Dan Quinn.
Yeah, again, it's going to be interesting. I do see, though, Cliff staying at the NFL versus going to college, although money talks.
It does talk.
Money talks. And at least right now, feels like the college money is better than the NFL money for head coaches. But I do wonder if that changes when you look at buyouts for guys like Gundy and guys like Jimbo and with revenue share and whatnot. Does that change the crazy buyouts? I mean, look what North Carolina might be having to pay Bill Belichick to go away.
Well, it depends on whether he quits or they fire him.
He ain't going to quit.
Well, I wouldn't quit either. If they fire him, he gets $20 million to walk.
And I know there's some saying, dude, you're a legendary head coach. The longer you stay there, the worse your reputation is.
It's already done.
His reputation's taking the hit, regardless. He's a coach. Don't quit on the team. Follow your philosophy. Stick it out and say it didn't work versus quitting in October. I mean, he will go down as one of the greatest NFL coaches ever. Resume speaks for itself. This college experiment was awful, and you'll forget about it.
Well, the problem is, and you say that, and I guess he will go down as one of the best NFL coaches, but nobody wanted him. That's why he went to North Carolina in the first place. Nobody in the NFL wanted Bill Belichick. Look, and again, great coach. I'll give him all of that. But at some point in time, it's just time to hang him up.
Well,
I know that's hard for people to do, but go enjoy your 24-year-old and play mermaid on the beach.
Yeah, but she wants that money not on the table. So I don't know. And I see Robert on our YouTube say thoughts of John Gruden going to Cincinnati.
There you go.
I don't know that John Gruden is coming back to the NFL ever. And I think John Gruden knows that, which is why he is being so deliberate with this lawsuit. And I don't know if you saw this past week that he won the court battle to get more of those emails released. The NFL has been fighting hard to keep those emails from being released.
He's going to win that lawsuit.
If John Gruden thought he was getting another job, maybe he isn't pushing as hard on that lawsuit. But if that lawsuit happens, I think he knows his days of coaching in the NFL are over.
Well, I think he's going to be back in coaching somewhere. If it's not in the NFL, it's going to be in the college ranks. He's too good of a coach.
I don't know, man. He's having too much fun making unboxing videos.
Well, perhaps.
Yeah, it's there. NBC, this is just weird. Did you see the promo they did last night?
I did.
This is just weird.
Welcome to American Express at the half. Two of college football's most iconic programs meet at the LA Coliseum. Number 15 Michigan visits USC on NBC and Peacock. Here comes Saturday night.
A great voice.
Yeah, if you're a certain age, you go, hey, I know that voice. Jim Fagan, who's been dead a long time.
He has. That's all AI generated, but they're bringing it back anyway. And I guess I'm okay with that. Most people aren't even going to know. They're not going to know. Now, people in the business like us, we knew because I heard that right away, and I was like, I think that guy's dead. How's that happening?
Well, and I know we're talking NBC, and they're going all nostalgic with the NBA coming back to NBC, but that would be like hearing on ABC a Whoa Nelly type commercial.
Yeah.
No. I mean, Channel 5, here's Dan Cook with the sports tonight.
Exactly.
Right? You know how we're going to save money? AI Dan Cook is going to read the scores. No. Yeah, I mean, I am curious if Jim Fagan's family is getting any money for this, because that's another cheap way for NBC. We don't have to pay a voiceover guy. We'll get AI to do some old Jim Fagan.
Yeah, well, it's weird, right? Because you know this, and you work for a company. Now, I don't know if that ends after you die, but they pretty much own you. if NBC pretty much owns that voice and all of that stuff. So I don't know if they had to negotiate with his fan. That's a legal thing, right? I have no idea.
I mean, they paid him, right?
They kind of be like Dan Cook in Ken's 5 using his voice. They wouldn't be able to do that, would they?
I don't know.
Call my good friend over there.
Which one?
Well,
What's his name?
I got a couple of them over there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Jack Acosta is the news director over there. I'd have to ask him.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I just find that little weird. It's one thing to go nostalgia, but to create a whole new promo with AI voice,
that was pretty weird. I will tell you.
Yeah.
Just hearing that, but I mean, obviously the guy had one of the greatest voices ever. I mean, just for stuff like that, he was fantastic.
No, I was watching a little bit more baseball last night, and God, last night was a lot of fun. Sucks to be a Yankee fan, doesn't it?
Dale, the Yankee lose. The Yankee lose. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Vamos, hey, let's do it again. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. Yankees lose. Let's go, baby.
But you don't
Wow.
take it personal. I get it.
One more. The Yankees lose.
Oh, my God. I don't think there's anything else left to be said, Vlad.
There were a couple of ex-Yankees sitting up there on that
Oh,
dais.
Jeter and A-Rod
That's right,
having to take it. Big Poppy having a whole lot of fun with Vlad Jr.
That's pretty cool. You know, if you don't know what he's doing, the iconic radio voice of the Yankees would always, after a win, say the same thing, Yankees win.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was making fun of that, and I thought it was great.
It was great. 16-year drought for those boys. Stuck
Wow.
on 27.
How about that?
The
That's too
Yankees
bad.
looz.
That's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
If
You know
the
what
Dodgers
happened?
would just join him, I'd be happy about it.
They seem to be soon to be there. Yeah, you know, it's weird. Crickets from all the Yankee fans that texted me when the
Yeah.
Astros were eliminated.
Well, I got a couple of Cub fans on our YouTube, our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page have been kind of quiet, although the Cubs stayed alive yesterday.
Yeah.
They're still in a deep hole.
Yeah. But still there. But it's just amazing how quiet Yankee fans have gotten. And, man, that drought is 16 years. Yankee fans asked like they wanted it all last week again. And they make fun of Cowboy fans, unless they're one and the same.
Well, they might be.
Well, I mean, some of them are. I mean, when you're a bandwagoner, you're a bandwagoner, right? But, I mean, you combine that, that's a 45-year drought, 46-year drought.
It's a long time.
Man.
Unfortunately, the
sucks.
Cowboys hold most of that debt there.
Well, they do. And the one Yankee fan that has no problem texting me when the Astros lose, Wookie, is a Cowboy fan, an Aggie fan, and a Yankee fan. And I haven't heard from him.
Wow.
I'll
It's
give
funny
him 2
how
days
that happens.
before I do a wellness check. But, yeah.
Funny how that happens.
Can we hear that Yankees lose again, a little bit of it? Because that was really good.
Yeah, Pledge, one more time. One more time.
Dale, the Yankee lose. The Yankee lose. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Vamos, hey, let's do it again. The Yankees lose.
Dude, I love all of that. And the fact that Vlad started that in the locker room while they're celebrating.
Yeah, you see the champagne popping in the background.
Great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. That's fun. And, you know, it's the way it is. That's why everybody gets giddy when the Cowboys lose or the Yankees lose or teams that are, you know, perennial winners.
Yep.
And have won a lot of championships. Then that's kind of what happens.
I mean, they haven't won in 16 years. They get to the playoffs and lose every year.
Well, it sounds familiar, doesn't it?
No, Cowboys don't often get to the playoffs.
There's
a
that.
difference.
There is that. I will give you that. That's for sure. A lot of stuff happening in the NFL this week. A lot of weird kind of stuff. And, well, we're going to talk about it. Chris Jones responds to his loafing.
Sure.
On that last Trevor Lawrence play. We're talking about that and a whole lot more. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It is Thursday, which means the weekend is in sight. But you know what? The good thing about the Golf Club of Texas, you don't have to wait for the weekend to go play golf out there. This place is not a private club, although it looks a heck of a lot like one. And it's even got that country club feel. But it's open 7 days a week to the general public. You can go out there anytime you want. You want to play golf on a Monday, go play golf on a Monday. It doesn't have to be a Saturday or Sunday. Any day of the week you want to go play golf, get out to the Golf Club of Texas. And the first thing you're going to notice when you get out there is all the money that they have put into that golf course to improve it for you. It is a fantastic golf course. All the new sod they've put in, the greens have been redone. They've got some zero-scape areas that they're doing, and they've got these really schwanky tee markers out there now that really look pretty cool. They really do. Not to mention the fact it's just a fun golf course to play. It really is. It's got its challenge, but it is fun and it is fair. And then you got the food at the Tin Cup Bar and Grill, which is just second to none out there. It's unbelievable. The good thing about the Tin Cup Bar and Grill, it's a family-friendly restaurant. You can take your family out there. You don't even have to play golf. You want to go eat out the Tin Cup Bar and Grill, go do it. The good news is it's not going to break the bank. But if you're going out to play golf, get out there early, get something to eat, get your cooler filled with your favorite beer, and get on out and play some golf. The Golf Club of Texas, it is a fantastic place to spend the day and have some fun. It's right there off Briggs Ranch Road. You know exactly where it is, right off Highway 90. Whether it's for dinner at the Tin Cup, around with your buddies, your next tournament, you need to go check them out. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
The UTSA Roadrunners open American Conference play Saturday night against the Rice Owls in the Alamo Dome. It's homecoming. It's UTSA's annual Hispanic Heritage Game. Tickets on sale starting at $24 at GoUTSA.com or call 210-458-8872. UTSA versus Rice presented by HEB. Kickoff 6:30. Upon exit, fans will receive Taco Cabana UTSA Football 15th Season Cups. Get your tickets now at GoUTSA.com because when we win, San Antonio wins.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
George gets justice. You've heard the national lawyer ads. Same story, different name. But when you've been through something traumatic in San Antonio, you need a local team who fights for real results. That's why so many get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers. George is from here, listens to people, and fights to help them get their maximum compensation. Call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. Getgeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why our rewards members get free standard shipping on the things they want and need to get the job done every day. Savings for rewards members add up fast, so why wait? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
I don't know if I should say congratulations on the tie. I mean, it beats one of the alternatives. I mean, so that's a good football team you guys had a tie with.
Yeah, and you've been asked a lot. Would you change the rules?
You know, again, would I change the rules? I don't know. I mean, I maybe would add a little bit more time to overtime. Again, I think at the end of the day, whether you win, lose, or tie, man, this league, there's always something humbling coming around the corner versus the next opponent, so you got to get ready.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. Tomorrow morning at 6, Ride to Work with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Brian Schottenheimer will be on with the boys tomorrow morning. They'll be sure and tune in. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Stephen Jones, the COO of the Dallas Cowboys, will join us today at 4:30. We'll get his thoughts on what's happening with the Cowboys and especially that injury report and who's going to play and who may not.
And if there's time, I do want to ask him if he's ever actually meant to give somebody the thumbs up and shot him the bird. I wonder what – I mean, we've had conversations with Steven in the past about – separating work and family, but at what point do you go, Dad, what the hell are you doing? Right? I'm just curious what the reaction was at work for Jerry's response, at least publicly, to what he was trying to do.
Well, I'm sure Steven saw it happen. And
I don't know.
If it was my dad, I would say, Dad, just own up to it. The guy was being a jerk.
I mean, he may have saw it. But they were both standing there. I mean, you know, it was a quick flyby. It's not like he stood there and made sure that the guy saw it. I think Jerry did it and was like,
better not. There's cameras everywhere.
But remember, at his opening press conference, he was shooting the bird, right?
Not on purpose.
No, at the opening press conference up in Oxnard, that was a legit. There you go. Birds up. Birds up.
Good for Jerry.
I wish he would have just owned it.
Getting wily.
You know, it's kind of like, I mean, look, I realize these guys, everything they do, caught on film, criticized if it's a negative. Chris Jones, not a good look. I mean, Trevor Lawrence literally fell down, got up, broke a tackle, got into the end zone. That might have taken, I don't know if anybody put a stopwatch on it, but how long did it take him from snap to end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run?
It was a long time.
It was the longest in NFL history. I'm just going to throw that out there and guess, right? That's a 1-yard run that took a long time. And Chris Jones, he didn't do anything. He was loafing on that play. He was scratching himself while the play is going on. Watch the video. Of course, he was at the podium and had to try to explain himself.
That's a teaching point for me, a little adversity. I can't think the play is over, you know what I mean? And it's a learning lesson, you know. Thought it was over, thought we had him down, so I kind of stopped, was about to celebrate, and then realized that he wasn't down. And, you know, a teaching lesson for me is don't stop, you know.
Have you talked to your teammates? Did you feel the need to mention that to them?
No, I think they understand that I thought the play was over with. And they understand I didn't quit, you know what I mean? It was just one of those instances where I thought he was down, then I thought we was about to get him down again, and oh my God, he's not down. So they understand. They understand that, you know, it won't happen again.
Was it tough to watch on tape with your teammates after seeing that?
Yeah, me personally, I kind of grade myself different than how everybody else grade me. So for me, it was tough because it's like, I had the opportunity, you know what I mean? And I just thought he was down. And, you know, it's my job not to think. It's my job to finish. And, you know, I'll be better at it.
He'll be better at it. I don't know. The
it.
guy's getting paid $1 bazillion. You would think he would already know that lesson, but I guess some guys have to be taught.
I mean,
it was just a game-winning touchdown. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
I thought he was down. I thought it was over. I shouldn't think. He also said that he didn't deactivate his social media because of the criticism. He said he actually did that a couple of days before the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you buy that?
I don't follow the guy, so I don't know. But nobody noticed that he had shut it down until afterwards.
Yeah, he was getting hammered on his social media and getting hammered everywhere else. So, yeah, he got rid of it. And I don't blame him. But that press conference was just like.
What do you say, though? I mean, honestly, would there be an answer good enough? I mean, he'd said, I thought he was down. I got to learn from that. I know better. Play through the whistle. All those things. He's not like, boy, I'm going to pick on Mozzie Smith. If that were Mozzie Smith, we'd lose our mind. Why? Because Mozzie Smith hasn't done enough in the NFL to earn all right, dude, you owned it, move on. Chris Jones, as long as he has played and as talented as he is, and the big plays that he has made, did he just have a brain fart, thought the play was over, and he stopped? I mean, and that's kind of what he said. As much as, and as lame as it sounds, stuff happens. And for him, that's what it was. I don't know. I mean, they kept asking him different ways. Dude, yeah, man, I thought the play was over.
I just thought he was down.
I thought he was down.
Well, until he got up. And then he wasn't down. And until he crossed the end zone, you're still standing there, although he kind of walked toward the play.
Again, if he thought he was down, he got up. He's waiting for the other whistle to go, just assuming that was going to come.
There's that, the little whistle thing that you're supposed to hear.
You heard him say, it's alert. I mean, he thought he was down. I mean, it seems dumb, and it is, but his reputation is, all right. Where if it were a different kind of player, you would hammer him, right? I don't know. I mean, he has no right answer.
Well, I think you hammer him more than you would another player. I mean, this guy just got a pretty large paycheck.
I'll be better at it.
He's going to be better.
He's going to be better, and he probably will. And look, I'm not cutting Chris Jones. He's the best player on there. But I'm just saying. Speaking of that, we do have football tonight. A game you can hear right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Giants playing host to the Philadelphia Eagles. Did you know the Giants have lost 8 straight division games?
Oof.
8 straight.
Oof.
Will it be 9 tonight?
Only 8?
Hey, only 8.
Who the hell have they beaten?
8 straight division
I'm
losses.
afraid to ask. It might be Dallas. But who, honestly?
Well, it almost was.
8 straight?
8 straight.
It feels like
that is the longest streak in the NFL currently.
It should be longer.
Well, it's probably going to be longer after tonight. Unless they pull off one hell of an upset. I don't know, dude.
So we've got that game tonight?
I'm assuming we have that game tonight. Maybe I get a nod from the producer. There you go.
Yeah.
We do have that game tonight.
Yeah, Thursday
and
night
I'm assuming it starts at 6:30 tonight. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Yes.
It's on that great sheet of paper that gives you all the
I
information.
see that there, but when I'm looking at you through if you just a little nod there, like, okay, Joe, you're right.
Pledge, you can assume that he's read that or that the play is over. You know, you've got to wait for the whistle. I
You see that,
You
Pledge?
know, there is no just assuming.
Start calling
you
him Chris
thought
Jones.
that it was over. It's
All right,
not.
Chris Jones.
Right?
Yeah. That's exactly right.
I mean, you saw him fall down and then was trying to get back up for clarification. You got to help the teammate out.
I did. I put a whole sheet of paper with
No,
all
you
the stuff
just
he wants
pointed
there.
at him like he's going to know what you're pointing at.
So because of that, we're going to make Pledge work.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You want to make him work,
I'm going to make him work
You're
right
gonna
now
pull
for
him
the
in.
good of the audience, however.
For the good of the audience.
The good of the audience.
Uh-huh.
Anybody got any plans on October 17th? Well, if you do, change them, especially if you win a pair of tickets to go see Robin Trower live at the Aztec Theater. If you don't win tickets today, you can get them online at livenation.com. Robin Trower, October 17th. He's an English guy who plays the guitar.
That's not funny.
That was horrible.
That was bad.
I thought it was funny. I entertain
of course
myself.
you do.
That's all I care
Yeah.
about. Caller number. Stealing my Lucky Charms. Caller number. You coming up with a number? Or you want me to do it?
Well, I was thinking Chris Jones because you really wanted to make him work.
Well,
but,
I don't want to make him work that much.
All right. The 17th?
The 17th.
What number does Sunshine wear? Not 17. We'll go 17 for the 17th.
What does he wear? Sunshine. 16, right? 16. We're going 17.
We're going 17.
Okay, caller number 17, 210-656-3776, 656-ESPN. Good luck.
If you're a business owner, a manager, a club leader, and you need your logo on any kind of gear, get into Sammy's Embroidery and Printing down on San Pedro. If you need T-shirts screen printed, Sam will get you taken care of. If you need caps done, Sam has over 25,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom. And all the popular cap brands like the Richardson 112 style trucker caps, Katie caps, Nike Cap America, to name a few. You need your logo on a golf shirt, fishing shirt, dress shirt. Sam's got all the big name brands. North Face, Under Armour, Eddie Bauer, Nike, Travis Matthew, Port Authority, to name a few. And Sam now carries the full line of Tommy Bahama. Imagine your logo on a nice Tommy Bahama golf shirt, a quarter zip jacket. Go see Sam. Incredible prices, and those prices include the logo. Call Sammy's Embroidery and Printing, 210-824-3900. He's the only company in Texas that offers one-day turnaround, no order too big, no order too small. Go see him in that massive showroom down on San Pedro, a mile inside Loop 410 right there across from McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com, for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down! It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right. Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right, only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the pit house to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
If you get your drinking water from a pitcher filter or a refrigerator that has a filter, you need to listen up. These types of filters can't remove the majority of microscopic contaminants that can be in your drinking water. The reason being, the filter holes in these cheap filters are so large, microscopic contaminants slide right through without being removed. To put it in comparison, imagine contaminants that are the size of rats and roaches, and the holes in the filter are the size of a hula hoop. The rats and roaches are doing cannonballs through the hula hoop right into your glass of drinking water. So how do you get rid of them? Connecticut Quality Water Systems of San Antonio and the Hill Country. It all starts with a free water analysis. So call Connecticut at 656-PURE or online at connecticusa.com. Connecticut, change your water, it'll change your life.
Proud sponsor of Dallas Cowboys football on San Antonio Sports Star.
The last water softener you'll ever own. ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Brad's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, where batteries are as low as $89.99. Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Sammy does that for free too. In no time at all, Brad is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
The Barbacoa and Big Red Festival is back for 2025 and bigger than ever. This Saturday and Sunday at the Freeman Coliseum grounds and Expo Hall. 2 days of food, music, shopping, kids activities, and more. Plus, an incredible live music lineup featuring Finding Friday, Passing Strangers, Lover, a great Taylor Swift tribute, David Lee Garza, the Delta Boys, and many more. Presented by Thomas J. Henry. This weekend, see a full lineup and get your tickets at BBRFest.com. That's BBRFest.com.
Hey, San Antonio, multiple tours overseas, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training toward our low-cost degree and certificate programs. We call that credit where credit is due. For over 75 years, our dedicated success coaches have been helping service members achieve their goals. Get started with local support and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6. The Aggies take on the Florida Gators. Presented by Just Pots. Free game at 5 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
There you go, Pledge. This is Cowboy Mouth. Sam's Burger Joint tonight.
All right. Not bad. Not bad. So that's who you're going to see tonight,
Yep.
huh? Nice. Yep. All right, good. Is that like a band that you're like, you couldn't wait to be here? You couldn't believe they're coming to Sam's Burger Joint, so we got to get tickets and go?
Sure.
Well, I'm asking. I mean,
wow, dude, I haven't thought of them in a while. And
I got
they're playing
Let's
a
go.
Thursday night at Sam's Burger Joint. Get your tickets. Let's go.
Well, that's not a bad idea anyway. Going to Sam's Burger Joint's always a lot of fun.
Great dinner.
Great dinner.
And great live music. I'm all about live music. I think you know that.
Well, yeah, I do. I like the way they brand their buns. I always thought that was kind of cool. Well, not every place does that, man. That's a cool deal. Not bad.
Yep. You want branded buns, do you?
Branded buns.
Did you brand your buns, Joe?
No, sir. Nobody brands these buns, buddy. That ain't happening. Hey, we got a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page.
Right next to the branded buns.
Yeah. It involves your San Antonio Spurs, and I love the Spurs fans, the optimism of said Spurs fans. Go there. The question is Spurs over and under win total this year. ESPN Bet has it at 44.5. What side are you taking, over or under? The over has it right now 63% to 37%.
Go vote. And in the comments, tell us why. Either higher or lower, whichever way you're going with that, your optimism for this team. Now, Cowboys injury report just came out. Tyler Booker, again, 2 days in a row, DNP. Dante Fowler, illness, DNP. CeeDee Lamb, DNP. Joe Milton, a DNP. Jonathan Mingo, a DNP. That's a little bit of a surprise.
Well, how do you go from full yesterday to DNP today? You think he hurt himself again yesterday? That's kind of weird.
Maybe it didn't respond well.
Maybe not.
Jack Sanborn also gets a DNP. Miles Sanders went from limited to DNP. Turpin stayed DNP. Full again. Kalen Carson. Tyler Garton went limited full, so that's a good sign. Kenneth Murray full and Sam Williams full.
Is it a good sign that Guyton is expected to play?
Yes. Depth.
All right. Okay. Gotcha.
Depth.
Yeah, all right. I'm just checking. Just checking.
Why do you hate Tyler Guyton?
I don't hate the guy. Just, it's these number one picks the Cowboys make, and they just don't work out, although he's got some time left.
It don't be working out.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But the injury report looks worse today than it did yesterday. Just a couple of more DNPs.
Dude, it's like a CVS receipt. A lot of guys limited, although, it's...
Tomorrow's the day, right? We'll see what it looks like tomorrow.
Kind of today. It's weird with the 3-day practice schedule of... I don't know. These guys will be fine. Mingo is the one that I really thought when I saw him on there yesterday going against his former team. And the way Flournoy played last week, can he do it a second time? Kind of makes you wonder if Jonathan Mingo would be one that could hit the trade block. And I look at, not that you always want to trade within the division, but the Giants are losing receivers left and right.
They are.
I don't know if you get your fourth round back from Jonathan Mingo, but can you get a fifth? Can you get something in return for this guy? We all questioned the trade when it happened, but you also didn't expect to get a George Pickens, right? And so I'm not mad at the trade. It feels like a waste. Like Trey Lance was a waste, right? You kick tires and it cost you a fourth round pick. Mingo, I think there were legit plans. It just hasn't worked because you get, Flournoy, man, that guy, I want to see, can he do it for a second straight game, a third straight game as he gets those opportunities? I know you hammer Jalen Tolbert a lot, but Jalen Tolbert has been making a lot of big plays for this team, especially while Kevontae Turpin is out. So I'm curious to see what Stephen Jones tells us here in a little bit about Jonathan Mingo's status for this week, because we really haven't gotten an opportunity to see how much of an impact he can have.
Well, and this would have been a perfect game for him to come back and play in against Carolina, because that's where he came from. And you maybe hope for a Stephon Diggs type effort against his former team. Maybe he will play. It's funny. He goes from full to limited, or full to DNP. So you got to wonder what happened yesterday, or if things just swolled up on him, or what happened. I don't know.
Yeah, and again, Shoddy, when he talks tomorrow, might have an update. We'll see what Stephen Jones will tell us. They keep these close to the vest, but this late in the season, I know, and I say this late, but this part of the season, guys not practicing a lot isn't overly alarming. The way they nurse these guys and coddle them and make sure they're not overworked. I know your head's about to explode, but that's how it's done now.
Oh, yeah, these guys are overworked. It's these poor guys. I tell you.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Love that. Calvin Watkins just tweeted out, I guess Dak Prescott's talking as we speak. said he texted Rico Dowdle after his career-high performance last week. He said the exchange was pleasant. He asked Dowdle about saying the Cowboys' D needs to buckle up. Prescott responded, quote, "We have to. We're getting on the plane." Oh, these kids today, I tell you what.
You do have to buckle up on a plane.
Well, you do have to do that. That's for sure.
Rico just making sure, everybody's safe. Clearly, he's the one dude that pays attention to the flight attendants at the beginning of every flight to say, look at me, here's how you buckle up.
Buckle up. And if you don't know how to use it, watch us. Goodness gracious. It's going to be an interesting game. I really believe this is going to be a game that's going to be a lot tougher than maybe most Cowboy fans expect it to be. It is Carolina. Cowboys have pretty much owned Carolina for the last, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is about this team. They play better at home.
But they've had 2 home games.
Well, man, they played really well in both of them.
Well, they played really well in one when they shut out Atlanta. They were down 17-0 to Miami and then came back and won the game.
Oh, I see. So it's just we don't have to worry about it. You don't have to watch the game according to Minix. It's just going to be a cake.
How
no
did
problem.
you get that?
No problem.
Seriously.
Cowboys win. We're talking about it Monday here on the Blitz.
Oh, dude, save that one so we don't have to do a next day promo tomorrow. No, seriously. How do you come up with that? I don't know.
Don't disrespect the Panthers.
I'm not. But I don't know that, man. They're great at home. They've had 2 games at home.
Would you agree that in the small sample size, they're much better at home than they are on the road?
They won a game 30-0, so yes.
Oh, and they rallied from 17-3 down to beat Miami at home.
And what do you tell me about Miami? You use one word to describe them very often, and it starts with an S.
I mean, if we keeping a buck right now, we ass.
Well, that's not what I was thinking, but Cam Ward is absolutely right.
It works.
You could apply that to the Miami Dolphins.
Well, and you got to wonder, and I'm surprised that their head coach still has a job at this point in time after blowing that lead.
Yep.
And then they've got the Chargers. I think it's the Chargers this week.
Miami?
In there.
Yeah. The Chargers are going down to Miami, I believe.
So,
yeah.
If they could very well lose another one. You're going to learn a lot about that team and how the players feel about their head coach. Are they going to give up, or are they going to play hard this week?
The Miami game is interesting because the Chargers on the road are a 4-point favorite.
Yep. And they are banged up as anybody.
And they haven't looked good.
No.
They have not looked good. And you wonder at what point, with all these teams, playing for pride, playing for their jobs, playing for future jobs, at what point do they all get their stuff together, right? And Miami, I know they lost Tyreek Hill, but there's a reason they built that 17-0 lead. They were playing good football. They just couldn't sustain good football.
It's interesting because, look, the Chargers, what are the chances of them losing 3 in a row under Harbaugh, even though they are banged up? My goodness.
50-50?
Well, I guess, but, there's a lot of things working against them. They're traveling across the country to go to Miami.
See, now you're starting to sound like a Big Ten coach.
Well, I'm just saying,
blame travel.
They are traveling across the country, but Miami's not good. So I don't know. That's one of those games you got to be leery of, careful of. But if you told me I had to bet the game, I'm taking the Chargers.
Well, and again, the whole travel situation, Seattle has got to pick them against Jacksonville in Jacksonville.
Nobody's given the Jaguars any respect. Nobody. So Seattle's coming cross-country to Jacksonville. The Jaguars ought to be favored in that game, and they're not. No respect.
Yeah, another line that makes no sense to me. The Chiefs are a 2-point favorite against the Lions at Kansas City.
That's a trap game. It is. If you like Detroit there, and it looks really good, Detroit is how they're playing. Oh, man, Detroit, I can't wait. That's an easy winner. And then Kansas City steps up and bites them on the kneecaps.
See, I thought the Ravens were going to beat Kansas City in Kansas City. I was wrong on that one.
I'm just saying. Look, Kansas City, while I say that Jacksonville's not getting any respect, and they're not, Kansas City really outplayed them. It was the 3 fumbles that cost them.
And a pick six.
Well, and a pick six. So, I mean, all of those things. Kansas City on the field, if you're just looking at it, was the better team. But all that counts is the final score.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some interesting lines.
Yeah.
All right. The Raiders are only a 4.5-point favorite over the Titans.
Yeah, that's crazy. But did you hear Pete Carroll this week come out and he didn't name him by name, but basically calling out Chip Kelly?
Well, I mean,
and his play calling.
Play caller was horse.
Yeah.
I don't think he went that far, but he said, the play calling needs to be better. And so there's only one guy that's calling plays, so I might as well mention him by name.
Well, I think that he consulted by one Tom Brady.
Yeah, perhaps.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the Titans in that one.
Wow.
4.5.
How about that?
That's going to come down to a field goal.
Nashville to Vegas. I don't know.
9-6 is written all over this one.
It very well could be.
I mean, you literally could end up with 8 interceptions in this game. The way Geno's played and the way Cam Ward has played, they throw it to the other team all the time.
That's what I want to see in your underdog. What is Geno Smith's interception total?
I'll check.
I'm taking the over or the higher in that case.
Yeah.
Yes, in that case. I'm just saying that's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. How about those Spurs? 2-0.
Preseason.
It is preseason.
1-0 against an NBA team.
Everybody getting excited. I'm happy that they are. We've got a poll on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. The Spurs' regular season win total, according to ESPN Bet, is 44.5. Would you like the higher or the lower in that case? Right now, the higher or over is winning 63% to 37%. I have a feeling now. This vote coming up in November, it doesn't matter because there won't be a sample size, but a lot of the momentum will come, I think, as the Spurs play and how they do. It's just the way fans are.
Sure.
They need to play well. Will they? Project Marvel, and in particular, this vote coming up in November, November 4th, county monies. How are you voting? Minnick's got another ad. I still haven't gotten one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a little bitter about it, but we're talking about that when we continue here on
He's
the Blitz.
The first guy in the world to complain he isn't getting junk mail.
On 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, damn it.
Riding 1604 with the Blitz.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at sasportstar.com.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
So you're the new girl, huh?
I am the new girl. Thank you so much for getting me this job.
You got a boyfriend?
No, not right now.
You ever date older men?
You really look a lot like my Uncle Skip.
You like my pants?
I do like those pants. Those are nice.
You want me to take them off? You probably didn't notice, but I'm the governor.
Okay.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. How about them Cowboys? We rise as one in Texas, sporting handed-down silver and blue jerseys. We come together for America's team every time they take the field. So let's share a round of Jim Beam and lemonade on game day together because people are good for you, especially for us in Cowboys country. Presented by Jim Beam, bringing fans together across Cowboys country. 40% alcohol by volume. Copyright 2024 James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky. Drink smart.
Car wreck? What happens next? Thomas J. Henry knows you deserve to get compensated for your injuries. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. The name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age.
making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Football season's in full swing, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. You can make picks and win money right now in Texas, and it's so easy. Pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get it right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. It's so easy, guys. Is Javonte Williams going to score a touchdown this weekend? Is Dak going to go higher or lower on his touchdowns? And it's not just football, baseball, UFC, basketball. They've got it all. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play-and-get-terms_DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody. Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Las Vegas Aces are just one win away from another WNBA title. In fact, Aces head coach Becky Hammond is looking for her third title in 4 years. Major League Baseball playoff action. The Cubs extended their series with the Milwaukee Brewers with a 4-3 win in Game 3 last night. Game 4 tonight at 8 o'clock from Wrigley Field. It's a game you can catch over on San Antonio's ESPN AM 1250 and 103.3 at 7:30.
SportsCenter brought to you by Synergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a Thursday afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix. And it's been a great day. Great Thursday afternoon here on the Blitz. The station's just vibrant. Everybody's running around. Everybody's excited. The energy is... Okay, I'm sorry.
I was going to say.
That was a dream I had last night, I guess.
You were dreaming about work?
No. Actually, I was.
Uh-oh.
But not here. It's weird. And I don't know what dreams mean. And people say they mean something. So I'm having a dream. I'm back at Ken's 5.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
All right.
And I'm dreaming that I've got to get a sportscast prepared. And for whatever reason, it's not letting me do it, and I can't do it. And
So technology was getting in the way for you?
I don't know what it was. It was a dream. So it was like I missed the whole sportscast, and then I woke up, and that means something. Am I stressed? Am I losing my mind? I mean, what is it? What's happening? Somebody diagnosed that dream.
So you're dreaming about your ex.
My ex-work, yes. The work ex.
And you missed the mark.
I didn't get the show prepared for whatever. There was always something happening. I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get it done.
Out of curiosity, because I worked at Ken's for a couple of years in the mid-'90s.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know, sometimes you're there at the beginning, but for the most part, they start. There's the two anchors. They go to weather, and the sports guy doesn't even go into the studio till about 10:17, right? And you have it down to a science. Like, you're not on camera until.
Right.
And like Don Harris at Channel 4, like I don't know why they don't just give the guy walk-up music, but they always show him, and then Don walks into the set, turns, and starts talking. Like, it's this dramatic thing. I don't know how long he waits to go.
Whoa. Don gets his dramatic turn?
Well,
I've never seen that.
Here's Don, right? I mean, it's TV.
What, is he on a turntable? Or what? Is it like,
no, I mean, they don't spin him around, but, it's
Don around?
like he walks into the camera set, boom, right? You would, run down the hall and be there ready to go when it's time, right?
On occasion, yes, that would happen.
If you weren't there in time, what would they do?
Well, I'd probably get fired, first of all, number one. And second of all, I don't know what they would do.
I mean,
I guess Bill Taylor would have another, 3 minutes of weather. I'm not sure.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's not a guess.
No, dude, that's a fallacy that Pledge puts up there. I actually got 3 minutes at 10 o'clock.
Unless Bill needed more time.
No.
Pledge wrote on the screen, for those of you that don't get to see our screen, which is all of you except for me and Joe. You only had to write a minute and a half anyway.
No,
you had 3 whole minutes.
3 whole minutes, yes. Now, Adam from KSAT, our friendly photographer over there, says that dream means I have PTSD.
It could be.
Yeah, well, maybe that's it.
But out of curiosity, because in my time there, now granted, Dan Cook was the guy, so nobody questioning him, and it was Maru and Albert Flores.
Well, Dan didn't have to do anything. It was all done for him.
Well, no, he would sit there with his typewriter, and he would tell great stories, and you would play games where he would take your money.
Well, that's exactly right.
It was great working with Dan, but if he wasn't,
Darwin would produce the show.
But if he wasn't there, like if you weren't there in time, I never recall hearing like John Rigby, the producer, screaming on the intercom, "Where the hell are you?"
No, because I always made it in time. Now, sometimes.
But what if you didn't?
There were times, especially on a Friday night, where I'd show up and I'd be out of breath because I'm running down the hallway trying to get there. I'm running down the hallway, and that's all I was doing, and that's why I was out of breath.
There's an intern joke somewhere.
I saw the way you were. I saw the way you were looking at me like, what were you doing?
I mean, there's good reasons to be late, I suppose.
There are. No, that happened when I used to work here the first time.
We don't tell those stories.
Oh, okay, all right.
I mean, we can.
Yeah, well, no, that's for the after hours show. But no, it was just weird because
which Christmas party do you want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about any of them. None of them. I'm just saying. Wow.
Talk about PTSD.
Holy cow! I don't want to think. Did I mention I was a knucklehead growing up? Yes. But I had that dream last night. I had dreamed about my former job, and I'd spent a long time, and then all of a sudden that happened, and I can't make it. I'm not prepared to go on the air, and so I don't show up. It's the weirdest damn thing. Then you wake up and you're like, wait, what the?
You cold sweat because you missed a deadline.
I wasn't sweating at all. I'm just saying it's weird because, wow. Now see, Jacob Eric on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page says he went to AI And he says, dreaming about an old job often means your mind is processing unresolved feelings about the past experience. Huh. I don't know.
You want to talk about it, Joe?
I'm not sure what that means, but I'll go talk to AI after the show. Maybe I can get or somebody give me the number of a good shrink, one of the two.
If there's one listening, 210-656.
That would
ESPN.
be great. Please do.
Because it's weird. I don't dream. I say
what
that.
What do you mean you don't? Everybody dreams.
I never remember a dream. I honestly think I don't dream.
Really?
I don't dream.
Everybody dreams.
I mean, I might, but I can't tell you the last time I had a dream. I do on occasion, especially if I've watched some sort of military movie, have nightmares, more flashbacks, but generally I won't sleep. Or if I start going down that path, I wake up and then you can't sleep. But I can't tell you the last time I actually remember a dream.
That's weird. I remember mine all the time. And it's just those dreams you have right before you wake up that you remember. I mean, if you're dreaming, hopefully you're dreaming a lot throughout the night because that means you're getting good sleep.
No, I'm really going to mess with your mind right now.
Great. Who's this?
Before I read this, here, look at who's texting me right now. So the great Don Harris.
Yes.
Texts and says, one, they would probably just take a commercial break early. But Don Harris says, I've had that same dream.
Really? See that?
Where you miss a sportscast.
Yes. It must be a sports guy's thing, a TV sports dude's thing, dream.
He says, I've also had the dream where you're going out to do the show and you don't have a shirt or tie and you're bare-chested.
Well, please don't do that, Don. Just miss the show if that happens, all right? Well, it's crazy.
Imagine.
And I just
spicy and naked.
I just remembered that. It was kind of weird that I had that dream because obviously it's been almost 4 years since I left TV.
Well, and I could see, you have a nightmare about missing the show, especially if, on a busy day. How often? I mean, our show starts every day at 2:00.
Yeah.
We generally come into the studio between 1:45 and 1:50.
Right.
There has been times, hell, last week, it's like 1:58. Pledge is like, where are you guys?
Yeah.
We're, in there prepping. We're so consumed with our show prep, we lost track of time. If you buy that.
Well, yeah.
I'm just trying to get this visual out of my head about Don Harris doing a
Dude,
live
don't even think about Harris without a shirt on. All right, I mean, come on, that's not a dream. That's a nightmare. Okay.
Can you imagine? I mean, let's see. It's Thursday. I think they have for their Thursday Night Lights game tonight.
Yeah.
I think they got Steele in Judson.
Well, he'll tell you if you get it wrong because he and Chuck do a good job.
They do. But
please have a shirt on when we're watching the game tonight.
Don and Chuck doing their stand-up shirtless over there.
Dude, I don't even want to imagine
at the stadium, and then they toss it down to Matt Roy shirtless on the sidelines.
We got
the Little Caesars guy.
This gets worse. I'd rather see the Little Caesar guy shirtless.
We got soft in the D gap.
Oh my goodness!
Now Marcus, your old photographer, is texting you.
I'm sure he is.
You slept through a flight to L.A. for the playoffs. Missed practice in the 5 p.m. show, so you have missed him.
I guess I did that. I did miss the that. Yeah.
Good Lord, now Bobby Stotzenberger is texting me, what about the dream as a kid when you get to the school bus and don't have pants on? You guys are sick.
Their dreams are weird, man, but they mean something. So, for me and Don Harris, that dream that you missed the show and you're not ready, it means something, and I don't know.
But what does it mean if you're Don Harris and you're doing a show shirtless?
Well, I don't know.
I think there's an inner part of Don that he's trying to get out there.
God, I hope not. I love you, Don, but I don't want to see you shirtless, buddy. That's for your wife alone. Oh, my goodness. By the way, did we mention I'm pretty sure he'll have a shirt on. Stephen Jones will join us at the bottom of the hour.
I see it naked.
Yeah, he will join us at the bottom of the hour. We'll get a little update on what's happening with the Cowboys injury report, which is long. It's lengthy, and so we'll talk to Stephen about that. But when we return, Minnick's got a new ad. And if you're watching on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, you can see said ad that he got in his mailbox, and well, I still haven't gotten one, so I'm wondering about that. Well, we'll talk about his when we return here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Don basically is now texting. His last night, he will do it shirtless. Now, that might be planned or unplanned, but I think he's right. If he went shirtless on TV, it would be his last night. And depending on where, he'd probably end up getting arrested. And when you do get yourself arrested, you know the best thing to do to get out of jail fast is call my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text the word bail to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. People get arrested every day for all kinds of reasons. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds is your best option for stress-free bail bonds because nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, have a free shuttle service. They are discreet and confidential and open 24/7 with offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon. The Cowboys are in Charlotte taking on the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Pregame starts at 11. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
It's football season and nothing beats fresh coffee, crisp air, and that locker room energy. Hey, it's Rob reminding you that Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit is just a phone call away. From Selma to San Antonio, it's luxury pet care for your four-legged MVP. With over 17,000 square feet of pet paradise, more than an acre of play outside, plus training and spa treatments, this is stadium fun for your furry family members. Call 210-750-1298. Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit, where every pet's a champion.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your Nature-Made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions.
Like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures. Until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
Prepare for a cosmic convergence like no other. SpaceCon 2025, landing in San Antonio October 24th to 26th. Meet legends from across the galaxies. Elizabeth Olsen, Brie Larson, Paul Bettany, Ian McDiarmid, Karen Gillan, Carrie Ann Moss, David Duchovny, and more.
I've been waiting light years for this.
SpaceCon 2025, the universe is ready for you. Tickets available at spaceconsa.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Friday on the Morning Huddle. We got a lot of football to look forward to, and we even had a little preview last night.
We're going to talk some real football with a real football head coach. Shotty's going to join us. You got to get here, too. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Stephen Jones set to join us here at the bottom of the hour in about 10 minutes or so. We'll talk with the Cowboys COO about what's going on with the Cowboys. They get ready for the Carolina Panthers this Sunday. But, Jason, more proof that LeBron James is a pain in his own ass. Going to miss the start of the season, out 3 to 4 weeks due to sciatica issue, which is the pain in his glute.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just proof. You know what? I hate to have anybody hurt, but it's karma. LeBron after that ridiculous Hennessy stunt.
Well,
Bronny has earned that.
He had to sit there for a while to film that.
Holy cow!
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell us about your swanky little ad you got?
Yeah. Although Cowboys are calling.
Are they really?
Is that now or is it later?
Oh, we can do it right now.
He wants to go now.
All right. Why not?
All right. Looks like we're going to visit with Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys any moment now. Normally we're a little earlier or a little later than this, but he calls now. We'll talk to him now because they got a big game this week against the Carolina Panthers.
They do, and they've got quite the list still injury-wise, although they performed very well last week with all the injured Cowboys. Hopefully they can do the same thing again this week up in Carolina.
Big game that you can listen to at noon on Sunday, pregame at 11 here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. So we were told, all right, and then all right, we're ready to go. Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys joining us here on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Stephen, appreciate you taking the time. Looking at the injury list today, it looks kind of like a CVS receipt. How many of these guys do you think will be available on Sunday?
I think we got a chance to get a good number back. I mean, feeling good about the two Tylers on the left side of the offensive line, and we'll see with Nealon. But the guys are making headway. I will say that. I know there is a list, but and I don't know in particular which ones. I do think a lot of the guys who got added to the list or day-to-day will have a good shot to make it, whether it's a Diggs or a Bland or a Dono or any of those guys. I think we got a shot.
You know, Stephen, I know that a win is a win is a win, but some wins like last week, to me, are a little more, impressive. When you had 4 guys missing off that offensive line, and that offensive line looked pretty damn good against the Jets last week, that's got to make you guys feel pretty good about the depth you have, especially at that position.
Well, first of all, let's start with the staff, with Coach Schottenheimer and Clayton and Connor. And, we just got, especially those Clayton and Connor, they're established offensive line coaches who just do an amazing job. And then, to get those guys ready to have 4 totally different guys in the mix there. As we all know, offensive lines work as a unit, and they take pride in being a unit. And what they did the other day, I think you got to start with hats off to the coaching staff. But to me, it also says a lot about, the guys stepping up. And we do got a good group of men there in the offensive line, and I think they got a chance to keep getting better, and it bodes well for the future as we move through what we can do is step up and get accomplished if we have injuries. I still believe our starters are our starters, and these 4 guys who filled in are great to have on our football team and going to do a great job for us.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys here on the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Going to Carolina this week. Former Panther Jonathan Mingo practiced yesterday, DNP today. The way Flournoy played last week, I'm almost wondering, do you hold Jonathan Mingo out a little bit, or do you try to get him back so he can go against his former team?
Well, we'll just see how tomorrow goes. Obviously, he's a piece that we really like in terms of his physicality, but as you said, Flournoy stepped up in a big, big way and did a great job for us. JT's always stepped up for us. Hard to be critical of, anything he's done. He's just been outstanding. And like I said, I mean, the next man up is in full effect. And I think Coach Schottenheimer and his staff are doing a great job executing it with our players, and they believe in them.
Stephen, I know you're a guy that appreciates some good old-fashioned, trash talking, if you want to call it that, bulletin board material. Rico Dowdle had a great game last week, over 200 yards. A great game for the Carolina Panthers. You said the Cowboys need to buckle up when they come into Carolina this week. You appreciate talk like that, don't you?
We should buckle up. Rico's one hell of a football player, and no doubt I appreciate it. I mean, he had our opponents buckling up. The last half of the year, he was as effective and efficient as any back. We had to make a tough decision there when we were looking at him and Devontae and Sanders and all the moving parts we had there. But there is nothing but respect for what Rico brings to the table. He's physical. He's tough. He'll pass block. He can catch the ball. He's versatile. I agree with him. We better buckle up.
Stephen Jones of the Cowboys here on the Blitz. Stephen, apparently Jerry was fined a couple of dollars for thinking the thumb was a different finger. I don't know if he's going to appeal it. I guess we're going to hear that. But when you get a fine letter for because I'm thinking, dude, they're New York fans. I can only imagine what they were saying. Yeah, scoreboard, birds up. That's what I would have said.
Well, he's there's no one better with fans than Jerry Jones, and he loves them. He loves both sides. He gives them all respect, and that was, as you could see, he was smiling in a big way. And I promise you, probably the guys who were doing it back to him were smiling, and there was no ill will there. But at the end of the day, we'll see what comes of this. But I can tell you, there's not a better owner in this league that doesn't not only love and respect his own fans, but has nothing but respect for visiting team fans, regardless of a situation. And we'll move on from there. I think everybody was smiling at that point and grinning, and I know he feels that way.
Just again, Stephen, some good old-fashioned trash talk, man.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
There you have it.
Exactly what it is. When you get on the plane or when you get a fine letter like that, do you kind of laugh at it, or are you mad that, man, $250 for that, but it was worth it?
Oh, well, that's a lot. It's not a few bucks. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But, we'll have our day in court, and obviously the commissioner has the final say on that, so we understand that loud and clear. But we'll at least get to plead our case.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Stephen, good luck to the Cowboys this Sunday out there in Carolina. Appreciate you jumping on with us this afternoon.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it. Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online, buyersbarricades.com.
Good stuff from Stephen. Obviously, it's good to be a Cowboy right now. Big win over the Jets. Big game in Carolina. The Cowboys, most Cowboy fans expect to win. So it's a good time to be a Cowboy this time of year.
Kind of appreciate him saying 250 is a lot.
Well, it is a lot.
Well, I mean, for us, it'd be impossible for us.
Dude, exactly. We get that WNBA 250, that'd be a lot. So
250 would be a lot in the WNBA.
I guarantee you. Oh, man. So, but that $250,000, I don't care how rich you are.
Sure.
A lot of money to write that kind of check.
It will be worth every penny.
Every single
But as he said,
penny.
we'll get our day in court.
No doubt about it. And it was good talking. I mean, he expects a lot of guys back. And as this Cowboy team gets those guys back, and I think, again, the best thing about what last week showed is Cowboys have some depth.
They do.
So if you got some injuries, you got some guys that are going to step up and get that done. So we were going to talk about Project Marvel and Jason's Schwanky ad. We'll talk about that. We also have a GM survey, which it bodes well for the San Antonio Spurs, and a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Very simply put, it says Spurs over and under win total, according to ESPN Bet, is 44.5. What side are you taking, the over or the under? Right now, the overs have it, 64% to 36%. Go there, like, subscribe, and vote in our San Antonio Sports Star poll.
When you need an electrician, you know Hill Electric is available for both residential and commercial needs. I've used Hill Electric for a variety of projects in my home through the years. They've added extra outlets in the garage, dimmer lights in the living room. They've moved a light, put a spotlight over one of the grills outside. They do fantastic work, and they have for over 3 decades. The family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. And whatever the project is, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price. Never a service charge, always free estimates. So it costs you absolutely nothing to figure out what it will take to get a project done. So call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. 404-9074 or hill-electric.com.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay. Well, dream no more. This Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point.
we're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acres with ocean access for just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at just $99.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paved roads and underground utilities. It's all happening this Saturday, October 11th. Unbeatable values. 1+ acre with ocean access, just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy plates, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com. You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Football season is heating up on Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code ROAM and get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Sports fans, listen up. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer, and bladder leaks can be a side effect. That's why Depend is teaming up with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to encourage screening, because health is a long game and it's yours to win. Now, here's the cool part. Through November, Depend is contributing up to $300,000 to prostate cancer research by donating 25 cents for every purchase of Depend shields, guards, and Real Fit products. Void in Mississippi? Learn more at depend.com.
For a limited time, get a free K5 reverse osmosis drinking water system when you purchase a Connecticut water softener. Clean, great tasting water at your kitchen sink. Hurry before they're gone.
Call 656 Pure Connecticut.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6. The Aggies take on the Florida Gators. Presented by Just Pots. Free game at 5 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
One of the best gone. Ozzy Osbourne. Very good, very good. But you know what? You can relive the memories if you like.
There you go.
You want to do that? How about you win a pair of tickets to go see Crazy Train, America's Ozzy tribute at the Aztec Theater Saturday, May 9th. You got plenty of time to make some arrangements. You can get that Saturday off on May 9th. Babysitter if you need it.
Babysitter.
Whatever you need.
Hopefully you don't work on a Saturday.
Well, hopefully not, but if you do, take the day off. Do it right now.
Maybe we'll have a home playoff game to get ready for.
It's
been a while since we've had to plan around that.
Hey, if you don't win the tickets, you can also get them online at livenation.com. But caller number, give me a number.
1.
Caller number 1 at 210-656-3776, 656-ESPN. Had to get that in quick. Caller number 1.
Well, Pledge was holding up number 1 like that.
Oh, he was?
Well, you were pointing at something.
He wanted number one. We'll see who's the lucky number one.
Oh, he was pointing at the screen
How
that
about
you
that?
recognized Ozzy, and he didn't even have to tell you
Dude,
that he
come
was
on.
setting up the giveaway.
No, Ozzy Osbourne. Come
I
on,
mean,
dude.
sometimes there's a layup in there.
Ozzy Osbourne. I know the dude.
What was his band?
Black Sabbath.
There you go.
See that? How about
Yeah.
that? See, you guys, man, you make fun of me, but that's okay. I got stuff in this dome. On occasion. Go to work, Pledge. Get us a winner, will you? Somebody's going to be very happy today with us for a pair of tickets to go see Crazy Train. You got a nice little flyer. This is your second flyer in the mail.
This is.
In regards to the vote on November 4th.
Absolutely. And this one, they simplified it that even Ryan Eagle could understand.
It's in cartoons.
It really is a simple drawing. As if they went to like a middle school political class. How do things work? How, the question, will you end up paying for the Spurs arena? Take this simple test and find out. So let's play along at home, kids. Are you an owner of the NBA San Antonio Spurs?
No.
You pay nothing, according to the graphic. If you would have answered yes, they say cough up $500 million for construction.
Okay.
Then there's a wait. Are you staying in a San Antonio hotel?
No.
Howdy, neighbor. You pay zero. Nada.
Wow. I'm a winner.
Yes. Well, we love tourists. Welcome to San Antonio, and thanks for paying a hotel tax. The bottom line, tourists pay, Spurs pay, San Antonio taxpayers don't. It is so simple and easy to read. It really is amazing. And for the life of me, as much research as we have done, and as clear as the Spurs seem to be, and the county and the rodeo, everybody on local taxpayers will not pay for this. Now, you get a room for a night, sure, you're going to pay a tax.
You're going to pay $4.
Probably. I think that's
what Judge Sakai said.
It's about $4 a night on a $200 hotel.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
So even if you do, there's something going on and you get a hotel for the night, for the cost of a beer at whatever event you had.
A beer? Dude.
$4? All right, a coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't drink coffee, so I went beer. All right? But you know what I'm saying. I mean, it's going to be pennies. You don't even miss
pennies.
You go to any city and stay in a hotel, you're paying a lot of tax.
Yes.
The other part that I learned from a KSAT 12 piece is while the hotel occupancy tax and then the car the tax rental part, the actual tax on car rentals isn't an increase. It
doesn't change.
It's still at 5%. It's just diverting where the funds are going. The increase is the hotel occupancy tax to a maximum rate of 2%. Right now, it's at 1.75% or something.
Going to go up to 2%.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And you got another text message, didn't you, or email from the opposition?
Yeah. That's the you're paying for billionaires and playgrounds, and I look at this, and for the people that are against any kind of public funds, I know they're out there. And it's hard to change their mind. But these dollars can't be used for what the opposition ads are telling you. You can't use it for schools or for low-income housing. You can't. But I know there are people that are obviously hearing the messaging because the San Antonio Express News tweeted this afternoon a guest column. It says on the tweet, I've changed my mind and will be voting for the proposed Spurs arena.
Yeah.
Opinion. So I clicked on this. I have no idea who this guy is. He's a guest columnist named Dan Rossiter. He serves, according to this, on the Brooks Development Authority Board of Directors and the San Antonio Mobility Coalition Emerging Technology Subcommittee. He's also the president of his neighborhood association.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right.
So
important dude.
I mean, and very well written column, and this is in the Express News on their website. He goes through all the failures that the city has had, all this, all that, and he's right. He's all of this. We failed here, track, blah, 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 right? He says, as Project Marvel details were gradually revealed, I was firmly opposed to the city's planned sports and entertainment district, which would be anchored by a Spurs arena. I was not shy about sharing my opposition. Within the past couple of months, however, a much more comprehensive view of the plan has been made public, and no impact to the city's operating budget is a game changer for me. For starters, we're not just talking about a Spurs arena, talking about a sports and entertainment district, and then he goes into let's break it down. And all the facts that are in there are in there. He writes, and this is a guy that months ago was against. He writes, good, thoughtful economic development works, and it can be effective at lifting up communities. Project Marvel is a good deal. This sports and entertainment district will be a cornerstone for citywide economic development for decades to come, a generational investment in our future. To pass on this opportunity would make me a fool. That is why I'll be voting yes in November. If you believe in our city's future, you'll do the same.
That's great, and I like pieces like that, and things are starting to come out. But KSAT did a great job with this piece, and no disrespect to any other TV stations, I have not seen one done, especially to this extent. They go through everything, and this is KSAT. Okay, they've got no dog in the fight. They're reporting a story and giving you the facts, and what they did was brilliant in my mind. Telling you exactly how this thing is going to go. I learned a couple of things with it. Number one, the 5% rental card tax is not going to go up. It's 5% now. It will stay that way. It's just the money's going to be rerouted, to the Spurs and to help that. The other thing, what the hell's the other thing? I learned a lot of stuff from this thing. I really
the hotel tax.
Well, yeah, that and I mean, it's just look, everything that we've been talking about, every guest that we've had on this show, from Judge Sakai to Mark White to everybody else that we've talked to, says the same thing. It's difficult for me to look at the text that you got today. You also got it the other day, and have any credibility for these folks because they're just trying to pass off something that's just not factually true. And so I don't understand, and I guess that's their last clause, or their last effort to try and defeat this project. But again, if look, we've been talking to people that are for this project. If you're against it and you've got a decent reason, then let us know. But it's just hard for me to believe that there is one.
Well, I mean, in that guest column in the Express News was from a guy that was against it. And I realize there are people out there that are against any kind of public funds for things like this, right? In this KSAT piece, Bobby Perez was asked, why don't the Spurs just build it on their own? And a little bit of hesitation, and then pointing out to what's happening in Oklahoma City. I won't tell you. You can Google it. The Oklahoma City Thunder are putting in pennies on the dollar compared to what the Spurs are committing for their new arena, and that's through a sales tax. You know, San Antonio is in the, 27th out of the 30 markets out there.
Yes.
I know some of you will point out, well, Steve Ballmer built his own building in Los Angeles. Ballmer owns the team outright and has billions, right? There are examples of privately funded stadiums, but they're far and few between. Most are public funds. And if you're San Antonio and you think about the exposure that the Spurs give this city that helps tourism, which is our number one industry, if the Spurs were to leave, you would lose that. How much that would affect us in a negative economic impact. And that's a study I would like to see, Mayor Jones. If the Spurs weren't here, what kind of national draw in advertising globally? You know, we got a dude from France. I don't know if you guys realize that. And what he means, it just makes no sense. Plus, all this new development and the tax dollars that are going to be coming from there.
That's the other thing that the KSAT piece points out. That, look, if that's not done, there is no additional tax dollars. And we're talking about property taxes that from the development, from the builders who develop that stuff, not from people, regular people like us, all right? And so that's the other thing. They spell it out so well. But it really is that simple, and I don't see an argument on the other side. I really don't, and not anything credible anyway.
Now, I've heard, and clearly they're not calling the show right now in opposition, but I did have a guy corner me at the Rue Pub about a week ago.
All right.
Deep into the night. And he was talking about, what if we did it here, what if we did it there? And I guess there are some people that are more concerned with location. And if your argument is location, or if that, and whatever he was saying made no sense to me, but I don't know if he made sense to himself. He was all for keeping the Spurs in doing something. He just didn't want it downtown where it was. He was talking about some area on the other side of the Alamo Dome in that area.
What?
And I mean, look, you've had plenty of conversations late at night at the Rue Pub with people that don't make sense. But he wasn't just saying vote no. He had in his mind what he thought was a different idea. The difference is right now, this is the plan that they're moving forward with. So if your no vote is just because you don't like the location, but you want to keep them, then you actually should be voting yes, in my mind, right?
Well, of course you should.
Because they're not going to say, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Let's put it on the other side of 37 and not worry about a land bridge.
It is a perfect location right there. I don't know how it could get any better. You've got that. You got the Alamo Dome. You got everything right there. I don't see how it can get any better than that. And it's a perfect location. And once all of that is done, I mean, that our downtown is going to be transformed. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait.
We get a little bit of.
We do.
We will learn more about this tomorrow at 4:35 when R.C. Buford joins the Blitz.
Nice.
Literally just got the email confirmation.
Well, very good. R.C. Buford at 4:30 tomorrow.
Yep.
Looking forward to that. That's for sure. It'll be nice to talk to R.C. about that, and maybe we can throw in a few team questions.
We might. Yeah.
Something like that.
We might.
Good deal. Good deal. We appreciate R.C. coming on and doing that.
And again, and I'll ask him, although I'm guessing, or you'll ask him, we'll ask him, about the future of the Spurs if the vote doesn't go the way we need it to go.
You think he's going to answer that question?
Well, again, no, because, I mean, KSAT asked Bobby Perez the same question, and they didn't really get an answer.
What happens if Prop B doesn't pass?
We think once the voter learns that it's funded by visitors, there's no impact to them as taxpayers, and it leverages almost another, $2 billion by our companies. They see it as a good deal, and they're going to pass it.
If the Spurs don't get a new arena downtown, do they leave San Antonio?
I'm going to, stick by my answer. We're optimistic, excited.
The Spurs have never once said or threatened to leave if this project does not, if the voters turn it down. They've never once threatened that. But and it's not up to Bobby in this particular situation. He's a great guy, and he does a great job for the Spurs. But, that's higher up the food chain, obviously, for that decision to be made. So he answered it the best way he could answer it. We're optimistic this is going to happen. And I get more optimistic now the more that we learn and the more that you see reports like we had from KSAT, the flyers that are coming out that make it very simple to understand. I mean, and again, it really, and unless somebody can convince me otherwise, and I think it's going to be very difficult to do that at this point in time, I just don't know how you can vote against this unless you're just dead set on voting against it.
Well, and I think there are those people out there. I'm very encouraged by this opinion piece in the Express News. If you want to read it, the Express News tweeted it. I retweeted it at Jason Minix. You can find it there. Because it makes no sense. Don Harris from News 4 just texted and said, we have forgotten what it's like to be a city without pro sports. Oklahoma City remembers. We have a generation of fans who've always had the Spurs. It was a miracle to have an NBA team. The merger, we were a little ABA town that got lucky. And in a lot of ways, I think Don is right. Oklahoma City, they're doing whatever they can to keep their team. And you see cities that understand what it takes to keep their team. And, some cities, they teams take advantage of a situation. The Spurs aren't taking advantage of the city or the county in this.
Not at all.
With the $2.1 billion commitment. And that's the part of this that sold me. Because when they was first talking, all right, let's see what it is. Now, granted, even if it were a sales tax or whatever, I mean, I'd be, all right, let's figure out what it is. Because I want to make sure my Spurs here, and that's not operating from a place of fear. It's a place of a reality. If there's no help, what's going to happen? We've seen too many cities lose teams. I remember my wife's from Seattle. All the in-laws, even though they have the NFL, they have Major League, they're still pissed that the Sonics are in Oklahoma City.
No, of course they are, and they should be.
I mean, I was in Seattle this summer in a bar, and there was a wanted poster on the wall of the bar with a picture of David Stern. I mean, it's still there.
Well, it wasn't David Stern's fault, for goodness sake.
He was the commissioner at the time.
He
was the commissioner, but that's how they felt for losing their basketball team.
Well, they never wanted posters of whoever the politicians were at that particular time for not getting this thing done.
Well, I mean,
the Stern just approved the thing. I get what you're saying,
but but they're still bitter and angry.
Well,
you can still buy Sonics gear in Seattle,
dude. The Sonics fans were some of the best fans in the league. They were incredible fans. I used to love going to games at Key Arena. It was just a great place to watch basketball, and I loved it when the Spurs went there. And the Sonics always were a tough out, always. And it was great. So we don't want to be that. And again, I just want to preface, the Spurs have never threatened that.
No.
But again, don't put your head in the sand. And those people that say the Spurs aren't going anywhere, well, I hope they're right. I really do. I don't want to take that chance.
Nope.
You want to take that chance, you roll the dice. I'd rather not. I'd rather pass this thing.
And while I'm very much about having the Spurs arena downtown, everything that I've learned about what the rodeo plans to do seems pretty freaking awesome.
Absolutely.
It really, really does. So,
no doubt.
Win-win for the city part, win-win for the county part.
Well, hopefully a lot of wins for the Spurs this year. They are 2-0 in the preseason, which is good. That's good. We're celebrating.
Honking on Commerce.
Celebrating that today. But there was a survey, and they do it every year. It's an NBA GM survey. And speaks very highly about your San Antonio Spurs. We're talking about it when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Riding 281 with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6. KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at sasportstar.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The porkrinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero college football post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
When it comes to keeping your pumps running smooth, L&S Pump Repair has you covered. 24/7 on-site service for saltwater disposal and pump repairs. From Quintaplex to H-Pumps, they've got parts ready and the skills to get you back in the game fast. Need a whole new pump package? L&S builds custom skid packages too. Don't let knocking pumps or slow flow slow you down. Call L&S Pump Repair 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang!
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program may only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it could end your debt nightmare and save you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for. So don't wait. For this free information, call 800-422-8552. 800-422-8552. That's 800-422-8552. Not available in all states. Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Progressive knows road trips without your pet can be tough.
Hi, this is Next Stop Dog Boarding.
Hi, it's Scott again. How's Squeaks doing? You can tell if he's stressed by his eyebrows. Oh, and his breathing should sound like this.
Scott, Squeaks is exactly the same as last time you called.
Okay, let's talk in 20 to see if anything's changed.
With Progressive, your pet is covered up to $1,000 in vet bills in case of a car accident. So next time, you can take your pet with you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Keldon Johnson, the star last night for the San Antonio Spurs. He comes through with 19 points. The Spurs beat the Heat in Miami last night, 112-107. Other NBA news, the Heat's head coach, Eric Spoelstra. He's been tabbed to replace Steve Kerr and lead Team USA for the 2027 World Cup and the 2028 Olympics. And we got baseball tonight. Cubs trying to stay alive, 7:30.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you're having a great Thursday out there. Look, if you get up at 5 o'clock, your Thursday's over, man. It's on to Friday. Congratulations. That's good for you. We are happy you are here with us on this Thursday afternoon. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix. And, boy, if you didn't hear the news a few minutes ago, we're very excited about tomorrow. Make plans to be here at 4:30. R.C. Buford is going to join us right here on the Blitz.
RC makes very few public appearances. This is big. And yeah, we'll talk a lot of Project Marvel, Proposition A, Proposition B, and probably get into a little bit on what's going on with the San Antonio Spurs. It's been a while since he's been on the show.
It really has, and looking forward to talking to RC. Always enjoyed talking with him. Obviously, he's been with the Spurs for a long, long time, and but you know, this is important for the San Antonio Spurs' future. Whether you think that's in San Antonio or somewhere else, it's important, and a guy like RC coming on the show to explain it from his point of view and what it means is fantastic. So I'm looking forward to that. Make plans right now. Tomorrow, here on the Blitz, 4:30, RC Buford will join us.
Yep. Set a reminder, put it on your calendar, tell 5 friends, all that good stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. on our YouTube page. Get over to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. Simple poll question today, speaking of the Spurs, is they are undefeated in the preseason. ESPN Bets got their win total at 44.5. You taking over or under? Right now, over 66%. Under is at 34%.
Huh. Well, I mean, that's optimistic Spurs fans, and I'm happy that Spurs fans are optimistic. And as we head into this season, no reason not to be. I mean, honestly, with a healthy Wemby, De'Aaron Fox once he gets back, with the two rookies, Harper and Castle. Well, he's not a rookie anymore, but he's still a kid,
Bryant?
right? Yeah, Bryant. I look forward to seeing him play, Jason. I really do, and I want to see exactly what he's going to bring. Obviously, a good defensive player, but I'm going to hold off a little bit on him. The other two really excite me, and obviously Castle. We saw what he could do last year. Dylan Harper now comes with some high expectations.
You know, and then you got the Wemby guy. And really, there's one question that we've got to ask RC tomorrow to clarify, how tall is Wemby? You know, when he got here, he was 7'3". And the Spurs have him right now at 7'4", but the NBA's got him at 7'5".
So we're trying to confuse everybody. Or somebody is. I thought he 7'3". Nobody believed that.
No. And 7'5", that's kind of what like, why do you want to be shorter? Like, if you are 6 feet, you're going to say you're 6'1", unless you're a lady. A 6 foot lady is going to say she's 5'11".
Well, what are you saying? I say I'm 6'1". You're saying I'm really 6 foot?
Probably.
What the hell? Are you kidding me? I got no reason to. I'm already the shortest dude in my family. My brothers, I got one brother who's like 6'4". Another one is like 6'3". I don't know what happened.
You got half a squirt.
Well, the mailman came by that day, I guess. Who knows, right? I'm not sure. But that's how it goes. It's fine. I am the best looking brother, so I mean, there's that. I don't think
in your opinion?
It's everybody's opinion, Jason.
Dude, come
on.
None of you don't look like any of your brothers.
Come on. You ever seen my youngest brother?
I thought I did.
Maybe
at
you
one
did.
time, the one that looks like an accountant.
No, my little brother is like a dinosaur, especially when we go out to eat. His arms are like this. Let me get that check.
That's only when he's reaching for
that.
I mean, why would he reach for the check when he's got you sitting there?
Exactly.
Or more importantly, your brother sitting there.
I think everybody's got somebody like that. He's like, hey, I'll get that check here. Hey, come on.
I mean, he does have the best hair of the family.
You got dinosaur hair. Oh, please,
dude, you've never seen Randy then.
Yeah, Randy is he's very tall and muscular.
He's a bodybuilder.
Yeah, dude used to be a professional golfer, though. It kind of pisses me off, and he's just stopped playing.
We got bored kicking your ass.
Well, it wasn't my ass. I mean, that was easy. But, you know, I mean.
He was a professional golfer.
He was. He sure was.
They got too big for it.
Well, he started lifting weights and got into that. Now he's just a musclehead. It's the way it goes. You know, you can't rescue all these kids. I did my best.
So the annual NBA GM survey is out. Wemby at 7'5". It's a lot of love in this survey, which year 3, and let's face it, get through the year healthy. But it's also, all right, Mitch Johnson. What's interesting about Mitch Johnson when you look at trying to forecast the Spurs for this season is while he is technically a rookie head coach, he's a rookie head coach with damn near a year experience.
Well, that's true, and I think that's going to help him a lot. I really do, because he's already gotten his feet wet, and he's going into the season knowing he's the guy. He can put in his own stuff. You know, I'm quite frankly, I'm sure he'll keep a lot of Pop stuff too, but he can do things his own way, and it's his show now. So we'll see how he does. But I think the players really like Mitch Johnson, and I think they'll play well for him.
Well, and look, he put together a really good staff in this NBA GM survey. Sean Sweeney got a vote for best assistant coach.
There you go.
And again, you look at all of it. it's actually kind of nice to read one of these things and have San Antonio get mentioned a lot. It's been a while since we've really had that. And, again, we were so spoiled for so long. And then it feels like the drought now. The drought is now longer than the time between the 07 title and the 14 title.
Yeah,
which
it is.
It is crazy.
We won't skip steps, though, Minix. You know how much I appreciate that. So let's just get to the playoffs.
I didn't realize we were building a 5-story building that we've got to climb those stairs for. I thought it'd be 2 at the most.
Well, the expectations for this team are high in my mind, and I think most Spurs fans, according to our poll that is on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, I think people are really expecting, if not the playoffs proper, then the play-in and hopefully get into those playoffs.
Well, and play-in is about the ceiling as far as the NBA GM survey, because they've got San Antonio 9th in the Western Conference ranking.
Right. Which would get them in the play-in. So that would be a start, and then who knows what might happen once you get to that point in time. I love this. One of the questions is, if you were starting a franchise today and could sign any player in the NBA, who would it be? It's a runaway Victor Wembanyama.
Mm-hmm.
A runaway. It's 83%. The next closest is Gilgeous-Alexander at 13%.
Which is crazy, because the next question, which player forces opposing coaches to make the most adjustments? And Wemby doesn't make the list.
Well, it's crazy. The Joker is tops, followed by Giannis, and then Steph Curry. And I'm not sure what kind of adjustments you make with Steph Curry. You know he's going to shoot from half court. I mean, what adjustments do you have to – and he's going to make them. And I'm not sure what adjustments you have to make guarding Steph Curry.
Which player is most likely to have a breakout season? Amon Thompson in Houston got 30% of the vote. Then you had 3 dudes tied for second with 10%. One of those dudes is named Victor.
You know, a breakout, and there's 3. They're all tied for second. Of the 3 that you mentioned, Brandon Miller, Arshaw Thompson, and Wemby. I don't know, breakout? Has Wemby not broken out yet?
Well, he's been broken in his first 2 years. So if he could get an unbroken season, then I think you could have a breakout season. I mean, hell, he led the team and led the league in blocks last year and didn't play half the year. Also receiving votes, though, Steph Castle.
He's 7'5"
or 3.
Well, it's 5. We're going to go with 5 because I think that's more accurate.
Well, I mean, he could go 6'7", but that's just trendy.
And with his arms up, he's probably 12'5". I mean, right? I mean, sincerely. So, so that's good, and he's tough inside. That's for sure.
Best center in the NBA: Joker 1, Vic 2.
Yes. And it's not even close.
No.
I mean, the Joker gets 97% of that. And, look, you got to agree with that.
Sure.
You have to.
But
that guy's the best player in the league.
I still have a hard time just listing him as a center, although he is listed as, on the defensive end, interior defense, is the top dude.
Who's that? Wemby?
Yeah.
All right. Joker is just he's a magician. The guy really is. So it's interesting when you start reading this stuff and looking at it and how it is. But good news here, at least according to the GMs around the league, for the San Antonio Spurs, and the future certainly does look bright. And I'm optimistic about this season and looking forward to some playoff games.
That's what we need.
And playoff games, certainly. Yep. Absolutely. The Houston Texans, they get a week off this week, but they go in with a huge win over the Baltimore Ravens last week. And John McClain's probably very happy about that. Well, we'll find out because the General joins us next here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Let me talk to you, though, about my good friends at Stevens Roofing and Solar. Love those folks. Just the best people. They are so nice. Family-owned company, local company, and they just do it right. And you don't have to take my word for it. Just look how long they've been in business here in San Antonio and South Texas. And they're in the roofing company, roofing business. You don't stay in business that long if you're not doing it right and taking care of your customers. And that is what Stevens Roofing and Solar is known for. They're going to take care of you regardless of what it is, whether it's a new roof or you want solar panels on your house. They will take care of you and make sure that you are satisfied. And look, I know it's still hot outside. I understand that, but we're past summer. We're in the fall, and that's what we deal with here in San Antonio. But winter's coming, And I don't know what kind of winter it's going to be. I get all kinds of mixed reactions from my good friend Bill Taylor when he tells me about the forecast and the Ninas and all of that. It could be a cold winter, and you want to make sure that you're ready for that. Get your roof inspected. You know you've been wanting to do it, and you just kind of been putting it off. If you call Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994, they're going to send a crew out to your house. They'll get up on your roof. They'll check it for free, and they'll make sure that everything is okay. Get that peace of mind that you know you want and you need before we head into the winter months. Stevens Roofing and Solar, absolute best in the business. Don't put it off. Give them a call, 210-785-0994, or you can get them online at stevensroofing.net.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, it's football season, and your furry MVP deserves a win. Hey, it's Rob, and reminding you, Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit in Selma is a luxury pet care resort with over 17,000 square feet of fun, plus training, spa days, and acres to play. Book today at 210-750-1298.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That's our philosophy at GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. Fat ones, skinny ones, curvy ones, fast ones, slow ones, round ones, and square ones. Yes, square body Chevys. We buy them at GiveMeTheVin.com. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now, put yours in, and get a quote. We'd love to buy it. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
If you get your drinking water from a pitcher filter or a refrigerator that has a filter, you need to listen up. These types of filters can't remove the majority of microscopic contaminants that can be in your drinking water. The reason being, the filter holes in these cheap filters are so large, microscopic contaminants slide right through without being removed. To put it in comparison, imagine contaminants that are the size of rats and roaches, and the holes in the filter are the size of a hula hoop. The rats and roaches are doing cannonballs through the hula hoop right into your glass of drinking water. So how do you get rid of them? Connecticut Quality Water Systems of San Antonio and the Hill Country. It all starts with a free water analysis. So call Connecticut at 656-PURE or online at ConnecticutSA.com. Connecticut, change your water, it'll change your life.
Proud sponsor of Dallas Cowboys football on San Antonio Sports Star.
The last water softener you'll ever own. ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
I don't know if I should say congratulations on the tie. I mean, it beats one of the alternatives. I mean, so as a good football team you guys had a tie with.
Yeah, and you've been asked a lot. Would you change the rules?
Again, would I change the rules? I don't know. I mean, I maybe would add a little bit more time to overtime. Again, I think at the end of the day, whether you win, lose, or tie, man, this league, there's always something humbling coming around the corner versus the next opponent, so you got to get ready.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Thursday afternoon here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Happy you are joining us on this Thursday afternoon. Hope you're having a good one out there. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix.
The Houston Texans have a bye week after a big win. Let's talk about it with the General. John McClain joining us here on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Good time for a bye for these guys, isn't it?
Well, really, you want to be later when you've got injuries and guys need time to recover. Like Baltimore after Sunday will go into its bye, and some of their injured players, including Lamar Jackson, ought to be back after that bye. That's why I would not count out the Ravens from winning the AFC North, considering the injury picture there. But the Texans are in good health, but their offense has been on a roll against a terrible Titans team and a depleted secondary. The defense has been playing well all season, but Sunday in Baltimore, I don't care who you're playing on the road and how many starters they have out. They had 4. When you put 44 points on the board against an NFL team, that's pretty impressive. And everything they did worked. They ran the ball. They threw the ball. C.J. Stroud looked like a rookie when he was flinging it all over the field. No fear, all fearless, and it was a fun thing to watch.
Well, I was going to say, John, I think C.J. Stroud, certainly the best game he's played this year, but he looked comfortable out there. He looked confident, and everything was going well for him. And, boy, I hope that carries on because I like the look of that C.J. Stroud.
You're exactly right, comfortable and confident. And it takes everybody time to grow into stuff. When all of us were on the radio for the first time, or I was a sports writer for the first time, you didn't hit the ground running. You needed improvement. You needed work. You got better as time went on, and that's the way it is with Nick Caley's offense and Stroud learning it and having 4 new offensive linemen. Their offensive line has improved every game in its pressure rate allowed, and the running game at 167 yards, and Stroud had a career-high 30-yard run. So they had it going on. Now, when they come out of the bye week, they're going to Seattle, one of the toughest places to play. And then after that Monday night game, they come home for 3 in a row against the 49ers, the Broncos, and the Jaguars.
John McClain joining us here on the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. John, Caserio again very vague about Joe Mixon.
They're talking in circles. I do not expect to see Joe Mixon this year. If there was a chance he was going to come back, they would tell us what he was recovering from. He wouldn't be on the non-football injury list where you may or may not get paid depending on the team. And being so secretive about it, they would say, well, he's still rehabbing from that ankle surgery, or he re-injured his ankle while he was working out in Florida, and we'll see how his progress goes. And that's it. Everybody would know. No more questions, but they want to act like it's government secrets. And Caserio says a lot but says nothing.
Yeah.
He's a master at that. And now people are, oh, boy, Joe Mixon may be back. I would be willing to bet Joe Mixon is not coming back. Otherwise, we would have more information, and it would be a little bit more positive.
Well, John, Caserio said we'll know more in 3 to 4 weeks. And so it kind of throws that out there that, well, there could be an update coming in 3 to 4 weeks on Mixon. But I'm with you. The guy's not even with the team right now. And it just leaves the mind to speculate as to what the heck's going on.
In 3 or 4 weeks, Joe, there's going to be an update that said, well, we'll know in the next 3 or 4 weeks maybe. You know, it's obvious he's not even around there. He basically said he's in and out. Well, if you're doing rehab, shouldn't you be in there every day? And it is the biggest mystery I have seen in my 49 years of covering the NFL. And nobody can find out what it is. Not Adam Schefter, not Ian Rappaport, nobody. And they're all trying, because whoever gets it's going to get a lot of attention, and the people here can't find out either. I make jokes about the witness protection program, but he was at a signing event recently, not with fans, but signing for a memorabilia guy, him and some other players, and the guy told me about it. And all he told me was that, you know, he came in, he signed, he was very quiet. I said, well, that tells you right there something's wrong, because Joe Mixon is one of the most emotional, enthusiastic players I've ever seen, who provides emotional charges for his teammates.
You know, it's interesting, John, because while I was thinking about the Mixon milk carton, when I heard Caserio say 3 to 4 weeks, I went and looked up when is the trade deadline, and I wonder if he could be on the block.
No, nobody's going to take Joe Mixon based on all these mysterious circumstances. I think the first time he'll play will be next year. Now, if whatever is wrong with him, and it might not have anything to do with his ankle or his leg, people speculate on that because that's what he injured last season twice on illegal hip drop tackles. And he was a beast, and he was he probably was their most consistent offensive player. Nico Collins missed 5 games last year, and Stroud was up and down. So I hope he can come back, but he'll be 30 years old. And they're doing okay right now with Nick Chubb, the veteran, and Woody Marks, the rookie. And it wouldn't surprise me. This Sunday they put in a guy, British Brooks. It's his second year. They put him at fullback because their fullback, Jakob Johnson, is on injured reserve. And British Brooks is 245 pounds. And you talking about a beast. I saw him with his shirt off early in training camp, and I thought, man, he looks like the guy I see when I look in the mirror.
Well,
good Lord.
Yeah, I'm not
laughing about.
Not laughing at you, John.
No.
Just laughing with you. I thought of something funny, and So you said earlier in this segment, John, that the Texans for the most part are healthy. Well, I mean that's good news, and then you get a bye week. They should come out of the bye week in pretty good shape to go up to Seattle.
Absolutely, they should. And Seattle, they lost the first game at home to the 49ers, then they won 3 in a row, and they lost a really tough one, same way the Texans did to Baker Mayfield, late touchdown drive. Now, I think they're on the road this week. I can't even remember who they play. But Seattle with Clint Kubiak in his first year as their coordinator and play caller after being in New Orleans last year, I'll look for 2 defenses and 2 offenses that continue to improve. The Texans need to win a game they're not supposed to win. Do like New England just did, going to Buffalo, win. Go somewhere where you're the underdog, win, surprise people. And I think if they beat Seattle, and most of the time I pick them to lose, like in Baltimore, those 3 teams, 49ers, Broncos, and Jaguars, they're all beatable at home. I think they could have a 6-game winning streak and be back into the playoff conversation.
You know, Seattle is at Jacksonville this weekend. The Colts have the Cardinals. Both the Colts and Jags at 4-1. Houston has to do something to be in that playoff conversation because the Colts are clearly going to get a win this week against the Cardinals. Jaguars, it's probably a pick-em game against Seattle, but after their win over Kansas City, I imagine a lot of people are going to pick Jacksonville in that game. For Houston, it's just don't dig too big of a hole because every time they've made the playoffs, they've done it by winning the AFC South.
Yeah, all of a sudden the AFC South looks a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
We all went into the season thinking that is the worst division in the NFL, and you continually draft high, and if you have quarterbacks, and of course Daniel Jones is an incredible surprise, you've got a chance. Indy's got a great running game with Jonathan Taylor. They've got a good offensive line. Their defense is good. Lou Romo is their new coordinator. And I think that they're going to be in it at the end. But you never know. A guy like Daniel Jones, you never know. All of a sudden, if something happens and he remembers who he is and has a bad game and they lose. But right now, it's amazing about how good this division is and how competitive. The Titans even won a game. I didn't know if the Titans were capable of winning a game.
Well, I think that was a gift more so than a win.
Oh, my goodness. That's a great way to put it, Joe.
Yeah,
you talk about a gift. There hasn't been a bigger one with freakier plays in the NFL this season.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Now, John, everybody's given the Colts the respect that they've earned thus far. Nobody seems to be giving Jacksonville that respect. And I know that they were, in my mind, were outplayed for the most part against Kansas City, but Kansas City made a bunch of mistakes, and the Jags get that win. Why do you think Jacksonville's not getting the respect that Indianapolis is?
Well, Indy won 8 games last year and was better in Shane Steichen's second season, even though Anthony Richardson was a huge bust and is again. And I'm guessing he will not be there next year. And the Colts have Jonathan Taylor. The Colts have a better defense. And also, like the Jaguars, did everything they could to give the Texans a game. Texans had 2 red zone turnovers in the fourth quarter. And it's hard. I watched that game against Kansas City. They earned it, of course, but I still find it hard to believe they're a legitimate contender for the AFC South title.
So what are your bye-week plans, John?
I'm going to watch watching the baseball playoffs, which I've been doing anyway. And I'm also going to be watching a lot of college football, Baylor's Idol. Can't wait to watch Texas and Oklahoma, A&M and Florida. And then I'll watch the NFL on Sunday. As I told James, it'll be nice sitting in front of the TV and not complaining constantly about Baylor and the Texans.
You'll be just complaining about other teams.
Well, I'm not invested as I am with the others, but I can't wait to see if the Longhorns can bounce back, if the Aggies can do against Florida what Texas could not. So many great games. North Texas State, the University of North Texas, 5-0 for the first time since '59. They play tomorrow night against South Florida. First sellout in a long time. I'll be watching that too.
Yep.
Because they have a coach that's going to be one of the hottest in the country, Eric Morris, the quarterback whisperer who discovered Cam Ward and John Mateer, and his guy now, Drew Mestemaker. He coached Mayfield and Mahomes at Texas Tech, and he is going to be the hottest coach on the market.
I tell you, that's going to be a hell of a football game tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to that one too, John. So I'll be watching it with you right there. Well, not with you, but at the same time. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I think Reinig just invited himself over. You having a brisket or something?
Yeah, you got some food and maybe some alcoholic beverages, John.
Hey, I was coming to I thought you meant come to San Antonio.
Either way.
You're welcome in my house anytime, my friend.
Thanks very much, Joe.
John McClain. Follow him on Twitter at McClain_on_NFL. John, always appreciate it. We'll talk to you next Thursday.
Guys, it's my pleasure. Thank you very much, and enjoy your weekend of football.
Appreciate it. The great John McClain on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com.
You know, I saw a tweet earlier in the show, meant to bring it up, and I will confirm it, but DJ Lagway not expected to play against the Aggies.
He's tired from running all over the Longhorns.
Well, that could possibly be, but that's a huge break for Texas A&M if that's the case. And so, I'll try to confirm that as we go to break. But we'll talk about that, and I will have a confirmation for you for sure. And Houston Texans, you really think they can win that division?
No.
I don't either.
No.
Pledge is excited now. He got it really excited.
The Texans are always full of hope.
Well, so are the Cowboys.
No.
It's Texas, man.
Dude,
it's Texas, state of Texas, baby. That's
just
what
push
it is.
the button, Pledge.
It's their year.
Just push the button. Get the hell out of here.
Yeehaw.
Cowboys Super Bowl.
That's it. It's coming. It happened right after that Jets win.
Go to break already.
We'll be back on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down! It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right, only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
You know, the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first and buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Football season's in full swing, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. You can make picks and win money right now in Texas, and it's so easy. Pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get it right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. It's so easy, guys. Is Javonte Williams going to score a touchdown this weekend? Is Dak going to go higher or lower on his touchdowns? And it's not just football, baseball, UFC, basketball. They've got it all. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play-and-get-terms_DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe Pork Rinds at H-E-B.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6, the Aggies take on the Florida Gators. Presented by Just Pots. Free game at 5 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, don't forget, we got a football game tonight. The NFL Week 6 begins tonight. Thursday night football, the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Giants. You want to go to sasportstar.com and get your picks in our Pro Football Pick'em Challenge, where you can win lots of stuff, including Mellow Mushroom gift cards and the grand prize, $1,000 from Awesome Tickets.
That's it, man. So weekly winners get the gift card to Mellow Mushroom. End of the year, the local winner that doesn't work for this radio station gets $1,000 worth of tickets.
I'm just doing it for pride.
From Awesome Tickets.
To watch all our listeners and
here we
viewers on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page squirm.
Mm-hmm.
Alexandra.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're leading now.
I am.
The crying will be here before you know it.
And not only just leading, Minix, I'm up by 3. I mean, that's embarrassing for everybody else, isn't it?
I think you're admitting that you really suck at this, so it must be really embarrassing that you're the one in the lead.
No, it's embarrassing that I'm so far in the lead. I mean, come on. I was expecting a little better competition, but obviously not.
Well, dude, I am so far behind. You got me by 11.
Well, of course. Pledge is probably down there, too.
His gloating tells me he's not used to being in front.
He doesn't. No,
I am.
No,
he doesn't know how to win.
He's one of those guys that's leading the race and then turns around to look at the competition to see them all go by. And it will happen soon enough.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Giants, Eagles tonight. You can listen to it here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
I went out on a limb on a couple. So we'll see. Giving y'all a chance.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. Exactly. I mean, last week you went on a limb and we found out it was the curb.
the curb.
You weren't really out on a limb.
I did very well in our prime picks, too,
you
again.
did.
I mean, I'm just saying, gee whiz.
We'll go over that tomorrow.
All right, good. Can't wait.
Also, tomorrow on the Blitz, 4:35, Spurs Sports and Entertainment CEO R.C. Buford will join us here on the Blitz.
Looking forward to that. It's been a long time since we've talked to R.C., and it's going to be fun to chat with him about Propositions A and B.
Yeah, and speaking of guys that don't do a lot of interviews, the tickets for that Tim Duncan documentary opening at the Austin Film Festival is, they're on sale now. I tweeted a link at Jason Minix, or go to austinfilmfestival.com. The Boy from St. Croix, which is a deal that was done by Timmy's brother, Scott Duncan. And from what I understand, Tim's a big part of this. It was doing voiceover work and all kinds of stuff.
Well,
so
that's very cool.
And if anybody's going to tell the Tim Duncan story accurately, it's going to be his brother, who's a hell of a filmmaker.
Absolutely. No, that's going to be cool. I can't wait to see it, quite frankly.
If you want to go to Austin and you want to see this, tickets are now available and really inexpensive. I wasn't sure what to expect, but really inexpensive. You know, that would be a very, very cool deal.
Yep, it sure will be. So that'll be awesome. Good for Tim. Got a chance to go to St. Croix.
Mm-hmm.
Spurs held training camp there once. And it was pretty cool seeing we all had the tour where Tim grew up and all of that stuff, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, and you were there when he was drafted. Hell, there's a chance you could be in this documentary.
Well, that maybe. But we were all there, right? I mean, me and Greg Simmons and Don Harris and all of us. So it was but it was really cool to be there when and obviously when he was drafted, you had no idea he was going to become what he became.
Sure.
But yeah, it's awesome.
Very, very cool. But I know, when we announced that was happening, but tickets weren't available, now they are. So, again, austinfilmfestival.com, or I've got it on my Twitter page. Pledge can retweet it, I suppose, and it'll be on the Sports Star Twitter page. Ryan Eagle could do the same.
I could do the same.
Maybe.
Sure.
Be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Be fun.
I want to see it.
There is a story that we talked about earlier the minute it happened, and I've seen this shared about 8 times already on my own Facebook feed. It's a scary-ass story that quite frankly, it's a nutsack attack.
Dude, I had just gotten over that, and you're going to bring that back up? Holy cow.
A woman in Ohio broke into her boyfriend's home and sliced open his sack.
And we're not talking about from CVS, all right? We're talking his sack.
The scrotum slasher's name is Janita Hoppings.
And she's still on the loose.
She is. Now, TMZ's got a mugshot, but they clearly say this is from a previous arrest because they have not caught her yet.
That's crazy that they haven't caught her yet. I mean, seriously, and this poor dude's probably still, laying up in the hospital, sack up.
Yeah, that's
Well, your scrotum was beautiful, apparently.
That mine was. His is not anymore.
Not anymore. Don't know whether it was, but
next time he's, what happened here? You don't want to know.
Well, dude,
how do you explain that scar?
I don't know, but it was so bad. One of his, the thing was hanging out.
Yeah, it's weird because TMZ was like he did require treatment at a hospital.
Well,
you think?
Yeah, you think so? Holy cow, dude! I don't care how mad you get. Ladies, at a guy, don't do that. Don't do that. That's just honestly. That's just
really
don't do that. Please, please don't do that. Are you kidding me? I mean, you don't hear about that too often, right? I mean, I
mean, honestly,
what's her name, Bobbitt?
And you think about when Lorena did that, every guy was like, "Oh God," and there hasn't been a rash of those at least making the news, and they would make the news, right?
Well, what was so disrespectful about what Lorena did? She cut it off and threw it out the window.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So would it have been more respectful if she had cut it off and put it on ice?
Oh, yes, because then maybe you could save that thing. That poor dude's
Well,
got
hold on, didn't Bobby get it saved? Weren't they able to reattach it?
I don't know. I have no clue whether they did or not.
I mean, shrinkage is still real, though, if you put it on ice.
Dude, that poor guy. If he's just still a stubby, he'd really get bad when the winter comes. Holy cow. I got to warm up the pipes. Do they have transplants?
Well, yeah.
For stuff like that?
I'm sure they do. Implants.
Well,
I mean, you can go get surgery done to extend.
Well, I know you can. I'm just saying.
Who's the wide receiver that talked about getting that done?
Was it Chad Johnson?
Yeah, I think it was. Well, because he just started talking about it with Stephen A. on his podcast.
He did it, or he was thinking about doing it? Wow.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, he had an unfortunate incident. Lady said something that no guy ever wants to hear, and he went and saw a surgeon.
Oh, wow.
You didn't see that interview?
No.
I think we played clips of that, didn't we?
Did she get scared or something and bite down?
No.
What happened? I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I didn't hear this story.
Come on, Joe. They turn women into men all the time. Like, they have to be able to.
You know what we do every Thursday about this time?
The Blitz wants you to know what's on tap. Presented by Sam's Burger Joint.
Pun not intended there, my friend. What's on tap brought to you by Sam's Burger Joint online at samsburgerjoint.com, where you can get tickets to any show, see their full calendar, their menu. They've got Cowboy Mouth out there tonight. I'm heading down there after work. It's going to be a good time. Red Shahan on Friday night. Madam Radar on Saturday. The Whalers next Wednesday night out at Sam's Burger Joint.
Well, if you're looking for something else to do tonight, out of Green Hall, you got Jamie Johnson, the last Honky Tonk Tour. Charlene McComb's Empire Theater, choir.
Is there a choir there?
I got there's three of them. Aztec Theater's got Cannibal Corpse. The Moody Center, if you're going out there, you're probably already headed that way. It's Cirque du Soleil. And LOL Comedy Club tonight, Maria Bamford.
Friday night, ACL Weekend 2. Hosier, Luke Combs, Cage the Elephant, and more. Freeman Coliseum tomorrow night, Miguel Bose. Green Hall has Stars and Guitars
tour
with the Josh Abbott Band. Aztec Theater has Lenoid and Friends.
Saturday, the ACL Fest, weekend number 2. I wish I was going to be there. Sabrina Carpenter, The Strokes.
I don't know if you could say that and that back to back.
Well, I mean, it might be appropriate. Sabrina Carpenter, The Strokes. Don't she and more. Dude, Sabrina Carpenter's pretty shiny in a.
You can watch that on Hulu.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn it off, baby.
Well, what happened to the music, Pledge?
Unplug it.
I mean, Pledge is over there losing his mind, touching all kinds of things that aren't the right buttons right now.
Wow. Sabrina Carpenter, huh?
There we go.
Boeing Center Techport Saturday night. Little Tekka. Floors Country Store, the Cruz Brothers. The Alamo Dome, big time out there. UTSA taking on Rice. It is homecoming for the UTSA Roadrunners. Freeman Coliseum, Barbacoa, and Big Red Festival taking place out there. Green Hall has Chaparral. And the Moody Center still got Cirque du Soleil. So do they send like that crew from Vegas over to Austin? Is that how that happened, or is this just like a backup band?
It could be.
Could be.
A traveling show.
Bluebonnet Palace is Passing Strangers. That's always a good time.
Mm-hmm. Good Lord. Sunday.
What?
We at Sunday yet?
Yeah, yes, we are. We're at Sunday, yes.
ACL Weekend 3, Killers. Green Hall Sunday is going to be a lot of fun. They're having their Green Music and Wine Fest. And Cody Canada is having his all-star playlist. Cody's put together a bunch of bands that are going to be out there playing all day Sunday at Green Hall. It'll be a great time. I've seen the lineup. Cody's done a great job on this. I just wish this wasn't on a football Sunday.
Yeah, that's is it during the day or is it night?
All day long.
All day long.
And night. It's every year they do the Green Music and Wine Fest. And it's always Texas OU weekend.
Oh.
And it's like, what are you guys doing? Although it's always packed. But great time. Great event to send your wife and her friends to, so you can have the house to yourself.
Well, there you go. That's a great idea, Jim.
Pro tip. Majestic Theater has Twilight in concert. Freeman has the second day of the Barbacoa and Big Red Festival. And Paper Tiger has a band on a Sunday called Die Sexual.
Well, if you're going to die, that might be the way to do it, right?
Smiling.
Yes. Monday, breadcrams at Green Hall. You got the, I guess, ACL Live. So is that still going on? ACL Fest Nights? I don't know.
Yeah, who's playing there,
I have
Joe?
no clue. Well, Paco Amoroso is one of them. The other one is CA7 RIEL. So you take it from there.
If you know, you know.
I guess so.
And
then
you don't.
Rainbow Kitten Surprise at the ESPY. Thanks for coming tour with special guests Jelani Ari, or however the hell you say it.
Tuesday, Ryan Eagle.
You want me to do that or what?
Well, I'm going to be off on Tuesday because I got a side job over at the Charlie McCombs Empire Theater. It's the Thunder from Down Under.
Yeah, that's it. Ladies, cancel your tickets. Minix will be there. I'd rather see Don Harris shirtless.
That's going to be a drop. Things you never thought you'd hear.
Oh, my God.
What's on Tap? Brought to you by Sam's Burger Joint, online at samsburgerjoint.com.
Well, 31 Eagle fan on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page says, time to start drinking. Go Birds. He's looking forward to that game tonight. Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants. You can listen to it right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. 6:30, right, Pledge, the pregame show. So up until then, you're going to get extra innings with James Pledger. Tomorrow morning, the fellas on the Morning Huddle will get you started. AJ and Rob, they do it at 6 o'clock.
And they've got Brian Schottenheimer, the Cowboys head coach, around 8:30-ish or so, brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds.
Don't want to miss that, and then you don't want to miss the Blitz tomorrow. At 4:30, we will have R.C. Buford, the CEO of SS&E.
Yes.
As the kids like to call it. Until then, enjoy the football game tonight, and have a great night, everybody.
You're riding with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6. KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at sasportstar.com.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Eddie in Alabama. 06 Mustang GT Shaker 500. $5,000.
All right, I'll think about it.
Charlie, have you noticed that we have trouble coming to terms with customers in Alabama?
Yeah, they're kind of like hard-ass like Oklahoma, too.
The common denominator here is meth and great football.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, we can't keep an eye on everything unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
The Barbacoa and Big Red Festival is back for 2025 and bigger than ever. This Saturday and Sunday at the Freeman Coliseum grounds and Expo Hall. 2 days of food, music, shopping, kids activities, and more. Plus, an incredible live music lineup featuring Finding Friday, Passing Strangers, Lover, a great Taylor Swift tribute, David Lee Garza, the Delta Boys, and many more. Presented by Thomas J. Henry. This weekend, see a full lineup and get your tickets at bbrfest.com. That's bbrfest.com.
Been in a car wreck? Not sure what happens next? Thomas J. Henry knows, because Thomas J. Henry is one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas. You deserve to get compensated for your injuries. You deserve a law firm that can take your case all the way to trial. You deserve justice. So don't settle for less than you deserve. Get Thomas J. Henry on your side. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you